Yeah, it was just a terrible day, yo. Real talk, yo. No luck with nothing.
Not too much, not too much.
Damn, where this man at, bro?
You running a little late. Yeah.
Man said 15
wonder.
minutes.
No wonder you ain't get no clothes.
We live, by the way, Tony. We live, by the way.
Say less, say less.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let me make sure the levels are better today. Last time we said we were a little bit quiet. Tony, say something. Say, don't say nothing crazy. Don't say nothing crazy. I said say something.
Kofi Kofi's favorite rapper is Big Sean.
Yo, why is that an insult? First of all, my favorite rapper is not Big
his
Sean.
goat. That's
That's
his
not
goat.
Big Sean is not my favorite rapper. First of all, but I do like Big Sean. I'm not ashamed to say that though. I do like Big Sean. I'm not ashamed to say that though. Yo, his last album came and went. Holy. Holy. That shit came and went. Even though I thought it was actually not that bad. It's one of those albums you gotta listen from top to bottom though. It's one of those type of joints. It's not like you know, it just got slaps. It just got like the slaps in it. It's kind of a cohesive album type of situation. But yeah.
You got an echo in here.
In here, really?
So
I do not.
Back. I can hear the stream back.
I don't
on the stream
hear myself. Okay, there we go. Okay, I see. I think I had the volume. Up on the live stream. Tony's low says Blade X. Say something. You should. Well, this time I think I could fix it.
I can still.
Yeah,
hear
J-Man, we here. That's weird. Where's that coming from?
It might sound weird.
My mic sound weird?
Either that or you sick.
I am recovering, but
oh, okay.
Yeah. Do I sound funny or?
It's good now. It's good now.
It's good.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me
I don't know if that's just me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes Discord be bugging out, but let's make sure everyone's gain is good today. I don't want to overpower. We are live,
Yes,
Jamie,
sir,
and
yes,
you
sir.
are about 20 minutes late, sir.
Oh shit! Hey, just take it off the top. You know what I'm saying?
The 50 cents. The 50 cents. You know what I mean?
Bust it down three ways. And then
Dr.
Faith.
That's crazy.
Don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? I'm good. Nah, my apologies, folks, but I'm here. What up? Oh man.
Yeah, let us know if Tony and J-Main sound all right. Okay, I think I got Drake is the GOAT. Where you read that?
You just dropped something? Nah, Blade X just put that in the chat.
Oh yeah. He a fan. The funny, I can't believe throughout
Kofi
this.
turned his back on his man.
No, the funny thing is, I'm a Drake fan, but now I know there's like levels to this shit. I never knew Drake had fans like that though, but there's levels to it. I don't think I'm a Drake fan, but there's delusional like Drake fans. They're like super delusional, and I'm not one of them. I'm sorry, bro.
J-Man, when the last time you saw this man in an OVO hoodie?
I haven't put it on in a while. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I haven't put it on in a while.
I haven't put it in the closet.
Bro, I have an OVO hat. I got the OVO polo shirt, two OVO hoodies. Bro, I haven't put none of that shit on in a minute. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
When I first met Kofi, I didn't know you had clothes that weren't OVO.
I haven't put that shit on in a minute. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. But yo, Drake got a different type of fans I've never seen before after this whole Kendrick Lamar back and forth. I never knew Drake had fans like that. Usually,
bro, that shit is still happening too.
Yeah. Usually prior to this beef, when people kind of bring up Drake, I hear more insults than anything. But it's the most Drake defense I've ever seen in my life.
I've never seen the force come out like this before for Drake.
Never.
Not like this.
Me too.
I was like, damn, I didn't even know. Like you said, I didn't even know this side of the fan base existed. But I do
like
also
a rabbit
feel like,
side like that.
Yeah, some of it was created because I knew Kendrick and Drake fans.
But a lot of it's Kendrick hates in there. Kendrick hates in there too. You know,
because those two always had static in the fan bases because everybody would say, "Oh, Kendrick's better, Drake's better. Who's the best out of the big three and shit like that." But it was just elevated, and then like I don't know, this shit is just weird. I just can't believe it's still going like this. Like it's still like somebody. I don't know if you had certified Jared or whatever his name is.
I blocked him. I might have blocked him or muted him, bro. Like that guy's annoying as shit, bro. And that Kofi OVO, that another guy. Do you see a guy called like Kofi OVO? That's not me. That's not me, bro. It's not me, bro.
That's definitely you.
Oh my god, bro. He's so annoying,
Toronto,
bro.
Too. That's you.
Yo, you know what? Yo, I like that you brought that up because a lot of these people that be heavy Drake meat riders, bro. They even from the city, bro. I be sometimes hitting their Twitter and they're like Sacramento. You know what I mean? They be from weird ass places. I'm like, yo, what? Yo, y'all not even from the city like that. And y'all bigging up Toronto. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy.
They love the boy worldwide, man. That's the boy right there.
Yeah, I still fuck with Drake, but I noticed that he's been a little bit more quiet. You know what I mean? As of lately, all the mid that he been dropping, he finally took a break. Hopefully, he can recoup and come back with some heat.
That last Kendrick drop definitely came and went. I ain't gonna cap. That definitely came and went.
Like Kofi here, you say that.
Yeah, I listen to that. I listen to that.
I listened to it for like the first week, but I haven't went back to it.
It's not. You see, that's the thing I don't understand too. I feel like with that joint, like Watch the Party Die, it's not even like a joint that it's supposed to be like a bop like that. I think people are expecting every drop for him to be like, not like us.
It don't gotta be a bop like that to go back. Bro, because 616 in LA wasn't a bop, and I went back to that a bunch of times. Like probably more than they not like us.
Bro, this man Kofi started snapping on me like I think it was yesterday. Yo, I sent this guy a tweet. It said, "Yo, it's named perfectly because he played that new Kendrick and the party gonna die instantly." That man Kofi responded, "These niggas so stupid, bro." This started going crazy in the message.
Watch the party die when you put that shit on. Scaring the hoes music.
Talking about get off my line. Niggas just want to shake ass all the time.
I definitely did say it.
Yo, not the man with the jean shorts. Hold on, you can't.
Yo, but I'm sick of but I'm tired of man's only looking for tunes to shake some tail, bro. Like, chill out, bro. Have some food for thought, bro. What do you think about that J. Cole that new J. Cole verse on
Daylight shit?
On Daylight shit, yeah. What do you think about that shit?
Listen, Cole, he did that shit that he did at the top of the year when he bowed out and shit like that. But to me, Cole's still the best rapper out of the three. And he's still dropping the best raps and verses of the year. He got a couple verse of the year contenders that I don't think niggas is fucking with. Maybe Kendrick, but the way he rap with Daylight, that's some next level shit right there.
Yeah,
I fuck with it.
You know, I think he just lost what the young folks would say, like some aura points. You know what I mean? After that whole situation, you know, what
negative
I mean?
Aura.
You know what I mean? I think that's what the young whippersnappers would be saying nowadays. He lost some aura points or whatever.
He definitely lost some hip hop points.
I low key kind of understand. Like J. Cole's low key prior to the whole situation. And I know this is not a hip hop podcast, but just let's get this shit off. Prior to the fucking beef between Kendrick and Drake and that whole mess, and he came and apologized. He was on a tear. Like I felt like his momentum going into the Fall Off, the album that he got coming out, was extremely high. You know what I mean? But it seems like all the backlash that he got from bowing out, it kind of dampened his rollout. I feel like his rollout got pushed back. I feel like he would probably still be a little bit more present if it wasn't for like this giant mess. It seems like Kendrick just came in, you know what I mean? And now it feels like it's his moment. Yeah, he just kind of moved him out the way. Now everyone's just pretty much waiting for the Kendrick drop at this point. That's like the only conversation that people are saying. We want to see the Super Bowl. We know he got an album. Like no one cares about the Fall Off anymore. Like
at all. That's why I kind of like that, but I'm a little bit nervous because if that's truly going to be his last album and nobody gives a fuck about it, that's going to be a sad ass way to go out.
I think he has to just restart, J-Man. He's gonna have to restart his rollout a little bit.
Oh, to restart the rollout.
Rollout a little bit, yeah.
Well, if he keep coming rapping like this, a few more verses and shit like that, it might change his fortune. But to be honest, I think for him, it's gonna be tough. But like the recent verses ain't really been about him being like the best. You see how it ain't been like that tear he was going on before. Yeah. He was saying how he was like the best and nobody wanted to see him and shit like that.
Now it's not gonna sound right. It ain't gonna sound right when you rap like that.
Right. So I mean, it's still good raps, but it is a difference. So the nigga I really feel bad for is Big Sean. That nigga. That nigga Big Sean, he dropped a good album to me, and nobody is fucking with it at all.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I like it from the perspective of a mature, like it's a mature album. It's very introspective. It's very like, something
Tony won't like.
From somebody that's married and a dad.
Something Tony won't like.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, something that actually makes you think about your life.
Yeah, use your head. Has metaphors and stuff like that, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Tony ain't listening to that shit.
He ain't listening to that shit, bro. He doesn't like no grown man rap.
It was like 4 songs. It was like 4 good songs on that.
Nah, it wasn't like, don't get me wrong.
No
it ain't
slap.
like my favorite album from
slaps.
him, but yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like that Precision record was a slap, but he ain't put that on there. It also don't fit the theme. But yeah, I do feel bad for him because Sean is one of them ones to me.
Like, he's nice.
Growing up.
He's nice, but you could clearly see him, going independent, kind of. See, like, without the machine behind him, you kind of see, like, the effects of it now, you know what I mean? Like, clearly he doesn't have any super, like, major features from, like, major artists and stuff like that, like he once had. And that look is gone. And I feel like with him, he'd be taking breaks and like Kendrick in a certain sense, right? But the difference between him and Kendrick and a tier rapper, when Kendrick comes back, like, he makes so much noise. Like, he knows how to, jump into the spotlight for real, when he's actually about to release music. But I see Big Sean doesn't have that same effect. Like, when he's popping out with an album, like, not as much eyes, like, are looking at Big Sean versus someone like Kendrick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sad story. He better go link up with Janae Eco 2088.
Yeah, I like that album. That album was fire, bro.
It was. That's what
album was he, bro? I like
That's
that
his
shit,
best bet. Shit, Janae more anticipated out in these streets than him, so he better,
low key.
Do what's right.
And before we get off the music topic, I just want to throw this out there, bro. I almost forgot how nasty Pop Smoke was. I almost forgot.
Oh, like how good he was?
Yeah, because you know how, like, rappers pass away and you kind of just move on. Like, I'm somebody who always listens to new stuff, right? So it's like been a while since I listened to some Pop Smoke shit. Bro, I put on 2 of his albums the other time, the one of his posthumous albums, and I'm like, yo, bro, this guy was nice. And that first album, I think it's Meet the Woo. It might have been Meet the Woo or something like that, or Meet the Woo 2 or something like that. Which one is that album?
The album that dropped was was it like is it the Reach for the Stars? But if
Reach, the one with Quavo on the second song, right?
Yeah, Shoot for the Stars, the one that released the year he died.
That album was crazy.
Mad hits on it.
I'm like, damn, they really took one from us.
And he would have went crazy, I think, with the sexy drill movement too. I think he would have been crazy.
Nah, he was talented. He was talented. R.I.P. Pop Smoke. And since we're on the R.I.P., I do a person did die in the gaming community that some of us were familiar with, and Big Mike passed away. I don't know if you guys know Big Mike. I wasn't like super close with him, but he was in my Discord and he did hop into the chat a couple of times here and there. I just want to send out my condolences to his family and friends, and R.I.P. man. It seems like his death came pretty quick, because I can't even lie, I went to his Twitter page and he was just tweeting a couple of hours before he passed away. So that's always trippy to see, like one second you hear, another second you gone, bro. That shit is wild still. So R.I.P.
Life is so fragile. Rest in peace, Big Mike. Man, he was definitely a supporter of ours, supporter of mine, and somebody that I was just like chopping it up with on the timeline from time to time. So definitely a cool dude. Condolences to his family, friends, loved ones, for sure.
Yeah, R.I.P. Big Mike. All right, so let's get into the podcast. We're already late. It's a lot to talk about. As you guys can see, I got our guy Tony with us. You know what I mean? He pretty much welcome to the podcast anytime he wants to come through.
Open door policy for the boy.
He's an open door for Tony to come on this podcast.
As long as you leave some of that crypto, you heard? Yeah. Leave a local coin. Yeah,
yeah, man. So Good Gaming episode 78, and I already see a couple of super chats in the chat. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get to them, I promise. But let me just intro the pod and get the shit starting. Get the shit going. So you already know what we do. We're here to talk about some topics. I'm here with Jay Main, the best co-host around. You know what I mean? And we're gonna go ahead and get started. But before we dive into some of these topics that happened throughout the past 2 weeks since we didn't do an episode last week, I'm just gonna go around and see what everybody been playing. But before I do that, go watch Tony's video of Lollipop Chainsaw, please. That shit is going triple wood right now on YouTube. I don't even know if that shit got like 500 views, bro. He worked hard on that.
I'm not. Yeah, I ain't a couple people in this community. I ain't that down bad, bro.
Not too much on me. I think my last live stream got like 300 views.
Yeah.
Not too much on me. Chill.
You know what I mean? Make sure you guys go check out the boys Lollipop Chainsaw. I warned them. That's the funny thing. I'm the friend that tells the truth. I'm the friend that tells you the truth.
We
you
both
know?
knew it was gonna go plastic, bro.
I'm like, yo, Tony told me, he's like, yo, he's making a video on Lollipop Chainsaw. I'm like, bro, like this shit's gonna flop, bro. I'm letting you know from now. Like, I'm that realist friend. Like, the video is gonna be a good video because he makes great videos. But I'm like, yo, this shit's gonna flop, bro. Bro, since Lollipop Chainsaw came out, you know, Jamin, have you seen anybody on the timeline talk about this damn game?
Not a single.
Not even a
person.
nigga that play everything, bro.
Yeah, not a J Barry or nothing. Like he didn't even say nothing about the game.
Bro,
so
yo,
I knew it was
bro,
like, nope.
Bro, nobody's
I ain't seen one screenshot, one game.
Listen, I'm looking out for the best interest of my boy. I tell him what's real. I'm like, yo, bro, you better have a spicy ass title or show some boobs in that thumbnail or something, because I don't know if you're gonna get the clicks for that video.
I was telling Kofi, yo, that video, you know how YouTube added that new feature where you can try new thumbnails and see which one performs the best?
Yeah.
That video got 3 different thumbnails. YouTube came back and said, yo, this shit ain't got enough views for us to give you no data on which one the best. I said, huh? Triple plastic, bro. Crazy.
It happens. It happens to the best of us, man.
That way, you know what I mean? It never happened. It never happened. We don't.
Yeah. I know those drops. Yeah, trust me.
10 out of 10 type beat, bro.
I know those type of ones, yo.
When you click on YouTube Studio, you see straight gray.
No confetti, yo. No confetti.
Yo, straight gray, bro.
Yo, I know those ones, yo. When you drop it, it just hurts. You seen that? Like, it's fucking up your rhythm a little bit. You're like, yo, you do a little stealth unlist, yo, real quick. Yo, let me stealth unlist this joint. Pretend this didn't even happen, yo. But yeah, but go check out the video. It is a fun video to watch. But go support my boy. But Tony, yo, besides that Lollipop Chainsaw you've been playing, what else you been playing, bro?
I was playing that. I was playing some Astro Bot. I got to like the 3rd world. I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it more than
it's not bad, right?
Yeah, because you were somebody that wasn't rocking with the Playroom joint.
Yeah, so I wasn't really feeling the Playroom too tough. I'm liking this one so far.
Yeah.
So I dropped that though. I dropped it. I ain't gonna lie.
You dropped Astro Bot?
Just for now. So I
So
moved on to Dead Rising. Rising.
God.
Yeah. Yo,
wait, okay, you might not have been around for the original, so
he never played. Yeah, he never played it.
I didn't play the original.
Okay, I'll give you some
I was
grace.
telling Kofi, I didn't know it was low key. It's kind of a roguelike, just in terms of you got that clock working against you.
Yep.
And then if you can restart with all your upgrades type situation. So at first I was a little confused on a few of the mechanics and how the game worked, but I'm on my I had to restart, but I got locked out by the time on the second day. I said, huh?
Yeah, that's
I had to run it back.
School shit. Yeah.
That game used to whoop my ass because of that time shit. Because I used to just be having mad fun, and then the timer would run out, and I had to start all over. But my fault. Go ahead.
I was shook. I was like, huh? Restart. So, but on my second playthrough, I got a hold of it. I'm not. It's alright. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm liking it.
It's a game. It's a game that came out what?
Like too.
It came out in what? 2007, 07,
07.
Like
yeah,
something like that. Yeah, it's an old ass game, bro. You have to remember that too. Like it's a pretty old game.
You know, but that was at the time, like when the zombie initiative in the gaming was like taking off, and I just thought at the time it was like a fresh take on the whole zombie shit. Where you go, you in this mall and everything in, well, like all of the stores you can go in. Yeah, like you can go in and utilize for you just to have fun. Like I treated it almost like GTA back when I used to play that as a kid. Like just run around and have fun. Like see how many zombies you can kill. Oh, it was 06?
It was 06.
Yeah, like how many zombies you can kill, different types of zombies. Like I used to bump into story missions because I was like just running around and having fun.
Yeah.
Yo,
it still feels pretty unique.
Yeah. Yo, can you take this in that the game is almost 20 years old, J-Man, in 2 years? That's kind of wild to think about.
Yo, we old, dog. We old, dog.
That yo.
I saw a Halo post today.
That, yo.
that said like if you was around for Halo 1, you're probably around like 30 something. I was like,
Yep.
damn.
Yep.
That's great. I remember used to argue with niggas on the bus. Because that was back when I was really like into the PlayStation. Like it was fucking Xbox. I don't give a fuck about none of that. And we used to argue with niggas. But Halo was that undeniable game. Like it don't matter if you was PlayStation through and through. Halo was the one. And if you didn't have an Xbox to play Halo, you kind of felt left out. But you just kind of had to fight for the PlayStation a little bit. But we used to argue about that shit on the bus going to school and everything. Good times.
Yeah, yo, it's just wild to think about that. Like really, the Xbox 360 and PS3 is legit retro consoles to like an entire generation. Like that's like a retro console to them. That's wild to think about, right?
It's like how we used to feel about Super Nintendo, and at that same time, like, oh, that shit was like almost 20 years old. Like, it's crazy. I guess I can't feel that way like as we used to feel because I don't feel like gaming has advanced too much from what we was playing in that generation. Like, sure, graphics have gotten better, but I feel like we play the games the same way. Like, I feel like the systems
we play in the same games.
Shit, yeah, we definitely gonna get it.
But Jamie, at least me and you, and obviously a couple of people in here in the chat are old enough to remember how it felt like to see like a real next generation jump, though. Like we old enough to. We seen from like 16 to 32 to 64.
Yeah, multiple jumps.
We seen those type of crazy advances. Maybe that's why I don't know. Maybe some of the old heads have a different type of appreciation for the game and shit because we kind of seen how this shit really used to be when we were like kids playing this shit. Like gaming has changed a lot, bro. It's changed a lot. Like imagine like the PS3 or the 360 being a retro console. Like obviously them coming to like what PS5, like gaming has obviously visuals have gotten better, but like mechanically, we haven't seen too much jumps in mechanics. Where like our generation, like we've seen a lot of jumps in like actual gaming mechanics. You know what I mean? Yep. And from
perspectives and storytelling and shit like that.
We've seen like real jumps and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? That's always a thing. But Jamie, what you been playing?
So Platinum I Platinum Astro, I think last podcast, but I don't remember. But I did that. I did a little live stream. Speaking of going wood, I did a little live stream of Plucky Squire. So I put a couple hours into that game. Definitely feeling the game. I streamed it, but like the first couple hours, I didn't get to the 3D aspect when you finally like jump out of the storybook. Okay. And so I was kind of like, all right, this game is cool. I didn't feel like I was wowed yet at that point. But when I got off stream and started playing more and I jumped out of the storybook and just to see the aspects and stuff change, the art style is amazing. But I think the game really opens up once you start to jump out of the storybook and then have to go back in and out to finish puzzles and shit like that. Like I think the game really opens up like that. But the game I think it's good so far. It's very fun to play. I like the story is it's really surface stuff. A lot of talking, a lot of text to read, a lot of talking. If I have to say something that's a little bit too much, it's crazy because you go from Astrobot where they ain't talking at all,
straight gameplay,
to a game, straight gameplay to a game like Plucky Squire, and it's like these niggas got to talk too much. So it's really like two different perspectives on that front. But overall, I like the game. I definitely see myself beating it. Probably end up getting the platinum trophy. Seemed to come easy. And then in addition to that, I went and I'm going back to Death Stranding, man. I'm finally going to play through Death Stranding and finish it.
That game is magical, bro. I love that game, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I might need another playthrough of that game, bro. I need to play that shit.
I want to go back to it too.
So I started it like a few years ago, but it was because initially I wanted no parts of Death Stranding, and I was like, I'm not playing this delivery simulator. But then I played a little bit of it, gave it a fair shake, and I was like, I kind of like this. I was feeling it. I was like, I kind of like it, but like one thing that I really appreciated was that the gameplay is, even though people like, even including myself, like, oh, where's the gameplay? The gameplay is actually very immersive. When it comes to like plotting out your routes on when you're delivering packages,
it is
interacting with the terrains and different terrains. You have to, hold the controllers, like the buttons a certain way to really steady yourself, or if you're going into water, like be at a certain pace, or if you're hiding from the BTs and stuff like that. I was like, wow, this game is actually very more interactive and intuitive than I thought it would be. From the outside looking in, and I didn't even get to like any like real combat scenarios and stuff like that. So I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying the crispness of the image quality, because I think that's something that it's been a lost art in this generation. With, I mean, you know, we're seeing some improvements with the Pro, but I think image quality has been a big hit from last generation.
Beautiful game.
Very good looking game. Voice acting is great. All that stuff. Very technical. Marvel. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. So yeah, I've been playing those two. And a little bit of Call of Duty here and there, just making sure I'm freshening up on my skills, because I'm in there in Black Ops 6. I'm telling you that right now. I'm on that.
You know, Death Stranding is one of my favorite games. I believe it was 2019 when it released. I really enjoyed the game. It's just very unique. You really, there's really no game like it for real. You know, Koji be hyping up, but he actually did create a game that I don't think I've played a game that's like it. Like you were saying, the emphasis of carrying the packages and stuff, and just the gameplay mechanics that just go into something so simple, right? Taking each step and stuff like that. Like it was very impressive. The only thing I'm hoping that is improved for the sequel is that the gun mechanics, the shooting mechanics, I wasn't really too much of a fan of. I think it lacked, especially compared to like,
was it like the weapons?
Not even the weapons, just the gun. The third person shooting mechanics just don't feel the best.
The feel of it. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Kojima did a way better job.
From Metal Gear.
Yeah, from Metal Gear Solid 5, the shooting mechanics are a little bit of a downgrade. So hopefully I can see it's improved in the sequel. But honestly, that game, I was really immersed to it. I was really immersed in that game, and I do like how the online features work in that game, where like other people's ladders, ropes, and other mechanics like that. And the funny thing is, it's a game that does start off kind of slow, but as you progress, you get more equipment that helps your travel, and it actually makes like this shit is fun. Like it's a fun. I don't know. A lot of people didn't give it a fair shot, I feel like, at the time, and kind of wrote it off just because like what you're actually doing in the game. But there's a lot more to that game, and the story is wild, especially when you get towards the end. I ain't gonna spoil none, but that story's crazy. That story's crazy.
I'm gonna play it.
As for me, just
one
like J-Main, go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing, because Kofi was telling me about Plucky Squad too, and I like the art style, but I've had like 6-7 different people say, man, that game too easy, and I'm like,
yeah, that's what people was telling me in the chat. It is very easy. But to be honest, I don't feel like it's, I mean, outside of the challenge levels, I don't feel like it's no easier than Astrobot. Like, to me,
Astrobot's really easy too.
Astrobot's easy as hell, and I don't feel like people even said that about that game. But Plucky Squire is easy, but it's just, to me, it's like all 3D platformers is easy as hell like that. But you know,
the funny thing you say that, but where I am in the Plucky Squire, I'm not saying it's challenging, but it does require more thinking than Astrobot, because there is more kind of typical puzzles in that game. Yeah, there's words that you got. There's words that you gotta you could rearrange that pretty much changes the scene. Like the page that you're in. Like you can manipulate the book that you're in, right? So I believe I'm on. I don't know where you got, but I'm on chapter 6 of the game. I'm closing towards the end. I believe there's like
4.
Yeah, I think there's like 10 chapters in the game, so I'm trying to get to the end, and I do notice that there's more moments where I'm required to think a little bit more in that aspect of when it comes to like the puzzles and stuff like that.
What grade you graduated school?
Duh.
No. Okay, I was just trying to put together. I'm trying to figure out. Did
you do that? Shut up, Jay, man. Shut up. Did you do the rat one? Did you do the rat puzzle? Did you get to the point with the giant rat? Okay.
I don't get that there.
Okay.
Giant
I'm
rat.
gonna talk. I'm gonna talk to you when you get there, and you better have done that shit in 2 seconds. The way you talking, you better have done that in 2 seconds.
I'm gonna record my gameplay with a commentary for that part.
You better do that shit in 2 seconds. The way you talking, yeah.
Hooked on fun. I was on hooked on phonics as a kid, so I'm real good. I'm real good with the wordplay. You know what I'm saying? I can do my thing.
But everyone told me it was free on Plus too. Everyone told me it was free on Plus. I want to go download it. If you got the essential tier. Oh no, the other tier. What's the tier above it? The tier above
Extra
it.
and premium is free.
Extra. You gotta have extra. I said, man.
Yeah. So I've been playing that. I also been playing Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection.
Oh yeah.
I saw a lot of people gas when this shit was announced. But when this shit dropped, nobody posted that on that. Nobody posted that on the timeline.
Yo, Kofi, I walked past the laundromat. Our business.
See, that's why honestly, yo, J-Man, that's why sometimes I don't blame these publishers, bro. Sometimes I don't blame it. You would hear a loud vocal community like online about, oh my god, bring this back, we need this. When the joint comes back, people just move on. I was like, all right, thanks for bringing it back, I'm gonna play something else. Like, that's how they be moving. You know what I'm saying? So
some people just like the idea of things being there. Like, it don't even gotta be something that they want to play. It's
crazy.
like,
You know,
okay, I know it's there. I'll feel better.
Exactly.
I was giving Gravity Rush a little slander on the timeline because I do not fuck with them games like everyone else, right? Now I was like, yo, everyone be hyping this game up, but no one buys it, right? And they go in the comments, I would have bought it if it was on PS5. Nigga, it's on PS5.
You can literally play it and download it right now with the backwards compatibility.
Bro, hella people were saying I would buy it if it was on PS5.
No, but honestly, this has happened. This has happened multiple times. Like there was like a loud vocal community on the internet saying, "Yo, bring Mirror's Edge back." It was a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a thing.
Yeah.
It was a thing. I was a big fan of Mirror's Edge when I initially played it. When they dropped Mirror's Edge, or they announced Mirror's Edge Catalyst, I believe the game was. I bought it day one. You know what I mean? Because I was actually a fan of that shit. But apparently that game didn't really perform all that good. So there's a lot of these instances where gamers. I enjoyed it. I like it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these instances where gamers they want these calls to action for these certain games to come back. When they come back, they don't support it. So I don't even blame these publishers. Sometimes they be like, yo, y'all just be on some bullshit. Like, yo, we're not bringing this shit back. Like, we bring this shit back, this shit gonna go plastic. Y'all not even gonna support it like that. Like, you know what I mean? So I definitely understand them to a certain extent. You know, I definitely do. Okay, so yeah, I've been playing that, and I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all I've been playing. I did buy Space Marine 2, but I put it down when I found out that it didn't have ultra-wide support. But apparently, a patch did come out, I believe maybe today or yesterday, that enabled, ultra-wide support. So once I'm done the Plunky Squire, then I'll probably continue my playthrough of Space Marine. The little that
then you caught Wukong too?
Yeah, I do have that. I do have that. The little that I played of Space Marine 2, is that I do like the emphasis on melee combat with it's the third person shooting. I think it's a blend of both of them done like pretty well. Has parrying in the game and all of that too. So I'm not really familiar with the game's lore or anything like that, so I'm just kind of just going through the motions and playing it, and then just enjoying the game for its visuals and just the gameplay at this point. Like, when it comes to the story, I don't even know, like, the backstory of none of this shit. But from the little that I did play of it before I put it down, it did seem pretty something that, like, I would be interested into, like, completing. So I'm definitely going to be running through that. And that's all I've been playing still.
Yo, remember how the narrative was Kofi likes any game with a jetpack in it? This guy likes any game with parry in it, bro.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
No, that's valid. Ever since Sekiro, that parry shit has definitely been your bag. Oh my God, that Rise of the Ronin, heavy emphasis.
His game of the year.
It's not my game of the year, bro. It's not my game of the year. Stop saying that, bro. Y'all be pissing me off with that shit, bro. It's not my game of the year. I like the game, bro. I like the game. It's not my game of the year. You know what? I don't think I'm running it back, but I'm definitely gonna pop in to see the differences. I want to see if they improved it.
He gonna have another Jack Move account. Like I need the platinum on this account.
Oh
now.
my god, y'all make me sick, bro. Y'all make me sick. I do like samurai games. I see some man in the chat said that I do like samurai games though.
Swords and sandals.
That is a fact. That is a fact. All right, so let me read these super chat donations before we get into the meat and potatoes of the topics of the week. This one's from Type 1 with a $10 super chat. I appreciate it. It says, won't be able to stay, but wanted to show love. Few highlights for me from State of Play, Midnight Walk, Hell Is Us, and obviously Ghost. Pretty much my exact list. He says, give it a 6 out of 10. Stay healthy, y'all. Respect.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
This one's from Papa John's with a $5 super chat. He says, so why do we not expect stuff from State of Play, but Xbox Showcase we should? Sony does one showcase every 1 to 3 years. Is that okay? A lot of goalposts moving in community. I think he means in this community. We're definitely gonna dive deeper into your points. So thank you for the super chat. We're definitely gonna have a whole conversation about just that. This one's from Thunder. He says, GameStop Canada gonna start a Squid Game for that PS Pro 30th anniversary bundle. You ain't telling no lie, bro, because they're saying they're not. They're not.
Will compete.
Definitely not. They're not taking pre-orders, but they're gonna have it. So you already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have mans line up, and we're gonna talk about that in a bit. We're gonna talk about our experiences just now. And we have Retromatic. He's been a member for 16 months. I appreciate that. He says, that Sparkin Zero statue is so sorry, bro. It's nasty. I'm glad I canceled that shit because that statue's ugly as hell, bro. I'm glad.
I seen you posted a picture in the Discord. Was that from like TGS?
Yeah, pretty much. Yo, Goku's face was looking crazy on that shit, bro. That shit was looking
How much they want for that version with the statue?
I think at least in Canada, at least 300, maybe 400.
Damn. Oh my God.
300 to 400 in Canada at least. I don't know how much the US price is.
I don't know. I'm good.
Gian the Don, he's been a super chat member for 32 months, and he says, Kofi, you got the black sneakers ready for the Pro? Oh man, I don't think so, man. We're going, let's get into that because that is the first topic I definitely do want to talk about. Because last podcast, I think J-Man couldn't be there. We were going to schedule the podcast for the Sunday, but I got really sick. Yeah. So I couldn't do the podcast. But I believe it was last week, PlayStation unveiled the 30th anniversary edition of the PlayStation 5 Pro and a whole bunch of other products like a DualSense Edge, the regular controller, the Portal, and even the regular PlayStation 5 Slim. So I kind of want to talk about that first. Did you guys notice people's shift? Clearly, we have one of them on the podcast with us today. We clearly have one of them on the...
Come to the front of the congregation, Mr.
Yes,
Yotei.
Tony. I'm talking about you. So pretty much, you already know what the general consensus was of the PlayStation 5 Pro when it was initially unveiled. People were not feeling it because of its price point. But once they announced that 30th anniversary edition... it seemed like a lot of people kind of flip-flopped, yo. A lot of people. And we got a flip-flopper right in here, Tony. Why did that shit make you flip-flop, man? Why did that shit make you flip-flop like that?
I got a perfect excuse lined up right for you, right?
Let me hear it.
I was saying the PS5 Pro, right, is not worth 700. And that's why I'm not buying it, right? It's like 1,000 when you convert to over here. I'm like, yo, I gotta buy the disc drive too. My game's all physical. I'm like, man, I'm good. But you see that eBay price of the PS5 30th, right? So that makes it worth it. That makes it worth it right there.
So that's your excuse? So that's your excuse?
Now it's worth it.
You was trying to flip it.
He's not trying. No, he wasn't. He was gonna keep it.
He was gonna keep it.
He was not flipping that. He was gonna keep it, bro. Oh my god.
He definitely was gonna keep it. Nah, but I definitely seen that sentiment on the timeline. I even made a tweet that fucking motherfuckers was commented on, like, yeah, that's definitely what I feel like. That once they released that 30th anniversary, I want it now. So it's just amazing. And the crazy thing is the 30th anniversary costs more than the regular one. So you willing to spend more money
even more
that you originally deemed wasn't worth it. Because
that bundle was cheaper than I thought. I had a good 1,200 already. That shit said $950. I said
that was shocking.
I'm that day one.
I ain't gonna lie, that was shocking. I thought it was gonna be more.
Yeah.
They charge the exact price, right? Like DualSense charging stand.
Yeah, it was actually cheaper.
I think it was a bit cheaper. They didn't like the stand
Yeah.
wasn't included or something, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Stand not included. But if you buy all of that separate, like by itself,
That's what I'm
just
saying.
a regular
Probably,
edition,
it'd be more.
it'd be like
980.
cheaper.
It's like
Yeah.
980 or something instead of the 950.
Yeah. All right. So if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, the pre-orders went up today for the PlayStation 5 Pro. Anyone here managed to snag the anniversary console or any anniversary products?
Hell no. I didn't get a single anniversary thing.
Me too.
By the time I was in the waiting room, I had like 27 minutes to go. And one of the Twitter accounts tweeted that it was the anniversary Pro was sold. Now I'm like, well, I'm cooked on that. And then I tried to get the controller. I had the controller in the cart and I was trying to cash out and the shit would not let me check out. I pressed the button like 30 times, would not let me check out. And then all of a sudden, PlayStation Direct decides that I had too much time in the store. So they kicked me out of the store. And then I had to wait back in the queue. I wait in the queue again for like another 30 minutes. Get back into the store. I see it in the cart still. Go back to the cart. Sold out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is PlayStation Direct is absolute garbage. I didn't get shit. I didn't even want to buy the Pro from there. PlayStation Direct sucked. I'm not fucking with them niggas.
All right, Tony, what's your story like? Because you were adamant that you're pretty confident that you're gonna lock one down. What happened, bro?
Set an alarm, 6 a.m. I'm up. I'm in there. It might have been a little bit earlier than 6. So I'm on there. I'm refreshing the page, right? It's a regular PlayStation website. I'm like, damn, when's it gonna drop a hint? I'm checking the timeline. Australia man's got it already. It's on eBay for 5,000. I'm like, oh, it's about to be tough. I'm searching for all kind of information. I'm seeing some people got like this Q screen. I'm clicking the link. It's taking me to a different, like, nah, you can't access this. You can't access this. I'm like, this must be for different countries then. So I'm refreshing it. I'm refreshing it all from 6 till 8 a.m. Then I see people on the timeline, PlayStation tweets is going up at 10. So I'm like, say less. I'm going to start refreshing on here. So then I come back at 9:02, right? I hit refresh. There's a message. We paused the queue at 8:05. Huh? So bro, if I would have just held on, if I would have just refreshed for another 5 minutes after 8, I would have been early in the queue. So then I'm like, man, I'm cooked. So I leave it. I wait till 10. 10 comes by. Now the queue is unpaused. They say, estimated wait time, over an hour. Huh? I'm cooked, bro. I gotta touch the deck. I gotta take my ball and go home on this. It's over.
Yeah. So this was.
But then I get my hype. No, I get hyped up because then the queue time cuts in half. I'm like 30 minutes. I'm like, I'm in there. I still got a chance. Then it drops to 10 minutes in like 2 minutes. I'm like, ooh, I'm in there. Bro, it keeps bouncing between like 7 and 10 minutes for like 20 minutes. I finally get in. Right? Bro, everything gone. I'm looking for a DualSense Edge, not on here. Like I can't even find it sold out. It's not on here. Bro, I turned into Denzel, bro. I'm leaving with some. I pre-ordered that base PS5 Pro, bro. Yo, I'm leaving with some. And then I'm taking a look.
Jim, your camera cut out. You paused it on purpose.
Oh, I had turned it off. I'm about to turn it back.
Oh, okay. Soft. Go ahead, Tony.
I'm looking around. So I see a regular DualShock 30th edition. I'm like, man, I don't want this. I don't play with no regular DualShock no more. I can't go back. I'll leave it. Now I see a Portal. I'm like, I don't want this, but this might can go for something. I'm leaving with. So I got a Portal and a base PS5 Pro. Man.
Oh, okay.
That's
all right,
bro. I just wanted the Edge for the most part. Pause.
See this big pause. See, this is somewhat turning into kind of a therapy session of how we didn't get what we want. I know. Let me tell you my story, right? Let me premise this. My story is about I have terrible luck online. I have terrible luck buying shit online. One time, I bought a fitted. That shit came folded. It came folded. My fitted was not supposed to be folded. That shit came folded. Bro, I just have terrible luck buying shit online. So me knowing this is great. we don't have PlayStation Direct in Canada. So participating retailers are going to be taking pre-orders for the PlayStation stuff. Cool. So I'm taking my ass to GameStop. That was my plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm hoping that, like, yo, I could pick up this 30th anniversary at GameSpot. I'm going to come 3 hours ahead of the store opens, and I'm going to just wait in line, right? The night before, I see a tweet from GameStop Canada saying, we will have the 30th anniversary edition, but we're not taking pre-orders. What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Seen that.
We're not taking pre-orders. What? So I'm confused. But I'm like, you know what? Listen, y'all know I'm partnered with PlayStation, but nothing is guaranteed. I can't rely on them to secure me a PlayStation. I don't know if I'm gonna get a review unit. They haven't talked to me about nothing, so I have to take matters into my own hands. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go early in the morning, wait in line, and at least secure a regular PlayStation 5 Pro, which I want. But you know what I mean? If I can get that 30th anniversary bundle, I'm gonna scoop that up. So I go wait in line. I go 2 hours early. You know, I wait around in line. There was it ended up being like 10 or 12 mans in line. I was like the fourth
10
one.
nerds.
10 nerds. Us the dweebs. Yeah, we just waiting there. So I managed to pretty much get a pre-order of the base PS5 Pro. But the entire time that I was in the line, right, I was on Best Buy. Because Best Buy was selling the 30th anniversary products. They weren't doing nothing funky like GameStop. They had the 30th anniversary DualSense Edge. They had the regular joint. They had the Portal, and they had the bundle.
Oh.
So, but the thing is, the bundle didn't go live right away at 10 o'clock, J-Main. The bundle didn't go live. So I'm thinking they don't even have the bundle. So you know what? I'm in line. Why? We have this. I'm going to talk about the trade-in shit that some people were doing, by the way, in a bit. But I was in line on Best Buy trying to secure something. Like, yo, I can't get the console for now. Let me see if I can get the Edge. Let me see if I can get the Portal. Bro, J-Man, I got the shits in my cart the minute that it went up. I follow a page, a Canadian page, when he tells when the second a thing goes live. Bro, I was in there. I got it in my cart.
You had it in the cart?
No, not the bundle. I'm going to get to the bundle part.
Oh, okay.
I had the DualSense Edge.
Gotcha.
I had a Portal. Right in the cart, bro. I punched in my card, all of that beforehand. My account was set up, ready to go. It just needed the 3-digit code in the back. That's it. I'm punching in the 3-digit code in the back. I'm punching in the verification thing to make sure I'm not a robot. They have some shit like that. And I'm hitting pre-order. Every time I hit pre-order, guess what? The page glitches back for me to punch in the last 3 digits on the back of my card. Every time I hit pre-order, it just reverts back, and I'm spazzing out because the shit is still available, and I'm going on the timeline, and everyone's like, "Yo, Best Buy the site is just fucking up completely," right? So I'm on the website trying to secure this for a good 40 minutes, no bullshit. I'm trying to secure a DualSense Edge and the Portal for a good 40 minutes, right? Then guess what? I get a notification, ding. 30th anniversary bundle at Best Buy. Ooh. Man, my heart dropped to my stomach. Bro, I clicked that link so fast, J-Main. Bro, guess what? I had the bitch in my cart. Damn. I'm like, we in here, bitch. It's in my cart, bro. I punched the same thing, J-Main. I punched my 3-digit code. That 3-digit code in the back of my shit, right? I'm punching that shit in. I go to continue. I do the phone verification. Bro, the button turned yellow for pre-order, confirm order, pre-order. It turned yellow. I press it, J-Main. My phone screen goes white. It's loading. All it has to say is confirm you bought it, right? But guess what? It goes back to the payment where I have to put what? The 3-digit pin at the bro. I was losing my mind. I was legit losing my mind in that fucking store, bro. I was like, yo, why is the site doing this to me right now? The shit is in my cart, bro. The money is in my account. They could take it today if they want to. 1,500. I'm ready today, bro. This shit was just glitching out. It kept on telling me the amount of times I put the 3-digit pin on that shit, bro. Oh my lord, bro. This shit had me going crazy. And on top of that, I think that the Twitter page that I follow, right? That person must have some sort of connect because he knows the amount of units left.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
He knows
that
the amount
gonna
of
be
units
tight,
left.
bro.
So
That gonna be
Jamin,
tight, bro. When you in the
Best
queue,
Buy had 100 units. I watch it go from 100 to 80 to 69 to 37, and I'm in here still trying to buy the shit. I'm panicking. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going crazy, bro. It came to a point. I saw a updated tweet from him. He said sold out. I was like, I was done, bro. I was done.
I never been seeing it was them tweets saying it was sold out when you was still in the queue,
bro.
Fam,
I was so pissed.
That's what happened to me. Sold out while I'm sitting in the queue, dog. Like how, bro? I didn't even get a chance.
Bro, it was in my cart, dog. I hit the funny thing. The pre-order button came. I pressed it, and every time I pressed it, it said, "Oh, error. Try again," and it will kick me back to the payment page, bro. I was so tight. I was in there. Oh my god. At a certain
point, the shit that was in your cart, did it just disappear, or was it just in
bro?
there
Bro, when the guy said it was sold out, I was so sad and desperate that my shit was still in there. I was still trying to buy the shit. I was still trying to buy the shit, and it wouldn't work, bro. I'm like, yo, maybe like it counted me as a pre-order. Let me just keep on trying, bro. It came to a point.
The same thing.
It came to a point. This shit didn't turn yellow. That shit, the pre-order button didn't even turn yellow no more. It was just blacked out. I'm like, I'm fucking cooked, bro. I'm fucking cooked. So listen, there's still hope for me to get it if I want to, but through GameStop. But the problem is they're not taking pre-orders. So guess what? I think what they're trying to do, bro, you know what they're gonna do? The lady at the front said, yo, they're most likely gonna do first come, first serve.
Ooh.
Who's gonna camp out?
Baby.
Who's gonna camp out for 3 days to get this shit? For real.
Damn, niggas will.
Day of
that's
release.
A big flip. That's a big flip. I'm seeing the prices that shit is going for online. That's a big
I'm
flip.
so depressed, bro. I couldn't lock down a controller. I couldn't even lock down an Edge or Portal. I couldn't get a fucking keychain if I wanted to. The Best Buy site was fucking up, bro. I couldn't get shit. I got
so
nothing.
So you got was the regular Pro at what, GameStop?
At GameStop, which I waited in line for. And before we move on, I do want to talk about this wild-ass trade I saw.
Right? A trade-in at GameStop?
Trade-in I saw, right? So, like I said, there was like 4 people ahead of me, and a couple people brought some trade-in shits, right?
Yeah.
No, word on my life. This guy bought an Xbox Series X, right?
Oh,
a Nintendo Switch OLED.
Damn.
He had about 6 or 7 Nintendo Switch games.
You know they hold their value.
Right? Xbox Design Lab controller that he customized himself. No bullshit. I'm not lying. Right?
What?
He still had to pay $280 after it was all said and done. I was like, yo, these guys are bending folks backwards, yo. Man still had to pay $280 still to secure
he was
that
just
PS5.
getting a regular Pro?
Hands on your knees.
Oh, GameStop be shaking niggas down.
They shook that boy down, bro. They took everything and still made him pay $280.
Speaking of trading, though, if I just found this out today, but there's this website called Back Market that's given pretty much the same amount of trading credit for a PS5 and like a controller. It's like $353, but it's not store credit. Like they send it to your bank account. So if you want to like have the freedom to use that trade-in money anywhere, there's a website called Back Market that's actually affiliated with PlayStation, or at least partner with PlayStation for these trade-ins.
That's pretty interesting.
So I'll drop the link from at least my tweet in the chat if you want to check it out.
All right, that's pretty cool. So pretty much trying to secure the 30th anniversary was just a massive failure, and we all failed, bro. We all failed. We didn't get that shit.
I don't know.
We didn't get that shit.
I don't know a single person that got that.
Low-key, there's a couple people in the community.
30th anniversary?
I seen a couple people in the community lock it down, yo, but some randoms,
Yeah,
yo. But I seen a couple people tweet it out that they got it still. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you.
Yo,
I'm not.
yeah, that's.
I'm not.
I think PlayStation need to switch up how they do these. Like this shit really should be for like the fans and shit like that. Like they gotta like send
over 10
invites to
platinums.
pre-order.
Yo,
Right,
bro,
like,
I was just about to say that, bro. I was just about, they need to log into niggas' PSNs and see who got that
And
time.
vet their
Who got that
accounts, yeah.
time, bro?
I
Real
think
talk,
they should
bro.
look at
Real talk.
time spent
Time
on
played.
the platform,
Facts.
money spent on the platform,
Facts.
and create some type of algorithm that is the basis of what they send the invites to.
Facts.
And those invites have a 24-hour limit. If you don't respond in 24 hours, it goes to the next
Facts.
person that fits that algorithm and go from there. This bot shit, they gotta figure some shit out because that shit not fair. Niggas that
Facts.
be buying this shit that don't even give a fuck about the system or even want it.
Bro, there's 12,300 of them. You can't give niggas with the 69 niggas with the Concord platinum with
Facts. We should have got that shit for free, bro.
Platinum don't deserve nothing. Y'all don't deserve nothing.
Nah, we deserve that shit.
Deserve
We deserve that
nothing.
shit. We deserve that shit.
Hell no.
Nah. We deserve that shit. Yo, but
Y'all
honestly,
deserve
what
some
Tony
pussy for spending that much time on the fucking game. Get y'all hook or something. That's what y'all deserve.
Yo, fucking Tony, I was literally just about to say the exact same thing. They really need to be like, yo, playtime and platinums first come serve, bro. Those should be the first mans in line. At least the people who play on the platform like that for real. To get a chance
And niggas with the I am male one banned, bro. Next, disqualified from the list.
Hold on, let me log into PSN and hide that one real quick. Let me hide that one. Real quick.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but real talk, man. They need to find a different way, yo, because honestly, this experience was just terrible. I ain't gonna hold you. This shit was terrible, terrible. This is the first time I really tried to crash out on a limited edition console like this, and I failed miserably, bro. I couldn't get it. I tried everything. I couldn't get it, bro. It is what it is. But let's move on, yo. Let's talk about the hands-on impressions, because sites did get hands-on, like IGN, Digital Foundry. I think a couple of people in the media got to fly out to PlayStation's headquarters to test it out, like 11 games or such. And pretty much we got some impressions. So, J-Man, did you watch Digital Foundry's video on it?
On the PS5 Pro?
Pro, the hands-on? Did you skim through it, watch it a little bit?
Oh, yeah. I watched all their videos, including the one that I was putting out tweets about before it dropped publicly. You know they pulled up in my DMs?
Swear.
Swear to God.
What did they say? What did they say? Don't give out no information.
Yo. So, backstory real quick. They I saw that they had put out something in their Patreon where they had dissected pretty much the PS5 Pro footage from the Mark Cerny video that came out, and they was talking about like resolutions and frame rates and ray tracing and shit like that they found from their testing on that footage. So I saw, I think Bless Red was tweeting out a few things, and I'm like, oh shit, they actually are talking about it, but it wasn't out. So I'm like, shit, I want to get the full scoop, because sometimes niggas be tweeting shit and they have their own ulterior motives. Like, I want to put out whatever they say, like full stop, so that you can dissect it from there. So I went and I watched the full video. I was taking my notes, and I put out the tweet that showed like a little bit of a recap of everything that they said about each game. No problem, no issue there. But then I also posted a clip of what they said about comparing the PS5 Pro to the 4070, and how what's his new name, Richard, he kind of like walked back his statement on the 40, comparing it to the 4070, basically saying like the PS5 Pro ain't gonna match that from like raw power and rasterization, but you know, it does have some features that ain't gonna be like on other GPUs with like the DLSS comparison with PSSR. So I posted that clip, and that's when they pulled up in my DMs. They was like, so verbatim, this was that Sunday in the morning. They was like, I'm sure you don't mean any harm, but we would appreciate you not leaking direct material ahead of time. Yeah. So, and then they also made a statement within the Patreon about people leaking information prior to
they want their coins. They want their coins, pretty much.
Yeah, they want people to subscribe. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't going front. I definitely fucked up. That was bullshit on my part. I shouldn't have leaked their
See, Jamie's a straight up guy. If Tony said
because
Tony said that, he would have crashed out. Tony would have crashed out in the DMs on that guy.
I'm not one to fuck up a nigga bag. If you get into the bag, I don't want to be the one to come in between that. So I told him, I'm like, I definitely definitely didn't mean no harm. I fuck with what they do. And shit like that, I wouldn't do something like that again. But I also said, I also ain't see nothing on your Patreon that said I couldn't share it. So that's why I did it. But then but I think that's why they made that statement after the fact, was like, please don't share
Tony. So pretty much J-Main, you know what I mean? Pull the BG, you know what I mean? But we're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that.
Holy. There's not an ounce of business.
No, it was never no ill intent. It was never no ill intent. BG situation? Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. He should have stood on that. Fuck is he talking about?
Bro.
That boy went outside. He went outside. He went outside, bro. Now I know for a fact when Paris now I know for a fact when Paris pull up on him, yo, he gonna definitely, you know what I mean? I didn't mean no harm. I didn't mean no harm.
You fold if you fold into them, man, so, bro, them BG pissing in his Timberlands when he see Paris, bro.
But yeah,
I was gonna say I hate it had to be him, but low key,
I couldn't believe my eyes when I see that. I'm like, ain't no way.
Yeah, I'm crying. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He must have got them court documents sent to him. Like,
this guy really got shook up. Man thought he was gonna go to the bin. Yeah, man really thought he was gonna go to the bin on this. Yeah, holy, that's hilarious. But anywho, what's it called?
Oh yeah, so. Yeah, just the
impressions.
thoughts on the impressions of the PS5 Pro. It's definitely like based on what they said in that Digital Foundry Direct and what they said after the fact when they got the hands-on. I watched a few of the hands-on information, but basically what they saying and how I feel about the Pro is exactly that. It seems like that you're gonna get better image quality and shit like that at the higher resolution modes. And while it's interesting because like from before everything was revealed, it's basically what I said. Like, I wanted to see the games running at higher resolutions at the 60 FPS modes. While you're not getting the higher resolutions, because some of these games are actually running at the same damn resolutions as they are on the PS5 in quality mode. With the PSSR implementations, you are seeing some of these games have better image quality. And with that, I mean, I can't say I'm upset because that is my biggest issue with this generation is I feel like image quality has took a big hit with whatever the fuck they've been doing with these games coming to the PS5 generation. So if we can get these games at 60 FPS with good image quality, then I'm a happy camper. And we're seeing that with some of these games. Some of these games are getting additional ray tracing modes and stuff like that, or additional ray tracing features. On top of just reflections you're getting sometimes with shadows, global illumination and stuff like that. So that's cool to see. I don't really give a fuck about the 8K stuff. Like, I don't care. Like 8K, I don't have an 8K.
It's not even real.
I'm
8K.
not even looking at 8K. It's even real 4K. It's not even real 4K. All of this shit is upscaled.
He's using PSSR.
Yeah, it's all upscaled. But if you could give me a better image quality, then I'm a happy camper. And some of the games they're saying have improved frame rates and stuff like that. One thing that I didn't hear about is what is the raw PlayStation 5 Pro, like what is the raw performance doing to some of these games with dynamic resolution and with these frame rates that are like open, like some of these games
we'll
have
know until we get hands on, right? Because
it's
still kind of controlled with the games that they're showing us, right?
It is. So they're only showing like the games that have 60 FPS modes that were pretty much
or pro enhanced.
Damn near locked.
They're legit pro enhanced. I think all the 11 games that they're showing us that are actually they actually got developers to work on it. It's on the list of games that are PS5 Pro enhanced. So the games that you're talking about are not the ones that are technically PS5 Pro enhanced, but they're kind of left open, right, with dynamic resolution. And I'm assuming it's gonna hit the targets. That's what the PS4 Pro pretty much did. For those games. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same kind of effect with this one. So my impressions pretty much from watching, Digital Foundry's video was that if you play in performance mode, your performance modes are just going to look better. You know what I mean? That's pretty much the layman's term that I got out of it. Like just performance modes are going to look better now. You know what I mean? It's not going to, it might not be quite up to snuff with what we were getting with fidelity mode at 30 frames per second, but it's actually it's just bringing it a lot closer. That's what like my takeaway is. And like you were saying, maybe now we're gonna get like at least with Gran Turismo 7, we're getting like better ray tracing features and stuff like that. So, I'm sure as time goes on, we'll probably see even more benefits from the PS5 Pro. Right now, is it something that is like so radical, like night and day differences? Maybe in some cases, it
Right.
will be, because we've seen in Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, which looks like a night and day difference, especially in the 60 frames per second mode. But maybe as we see more releases and developers get more hands-on with the Pro, we get to see other benefits out of it as well. But as we thought, like games that were like 30 frames per second on the regular PlayStation is just going to remain 30 frames per second, like because of obviously the CPU limitations. It's using the same CPU with just a 10% upclock, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, like the Dragon's Dogma was a big example.
yeah,
of
so it's
that.
not
Like,
making
they
a game like
showed-
that 60 FPS. That's not what
Yeah,
we're
it's not gonna
getting
make
here.
it like a lot. It had improved frame rates, but it's not gonna take something that's like struggling in the 40s, 30s and the 40s up to 60 FPS. A CPU intensive game like that is not gonna do that. But if something is hovering around like the 50s, I could see it creating a locked 60 FPS for the PS5 Pro. Especially if it's not like CPU intensive, which most games aren't, but then you have those games that are, including like a Rockstar game like a GTA or a Red Dead Redemption, because they have so much intricate parts, details, NPCs, and everything, like a lot of moving parts going on with games like that.
Okay, so this console costs what? Is it $200 or $300 more than the base one, right?
Yeah. Well,
Is it 200?
I guess you could
300?
say,
What is it?
because the base one, the digital, because that's just like a digital pretty much, which is I think 450 American, and PS5 Pro is 700. So I guess you could say like 350 more.
Do you think it's a $350 worth of like increase? Do you think the price
No,
is justified? Do you think the price is justified, or do you think its price is still a little too high? After
for
seeing
me,
the previews. I
Yeah,
guess
for
that's my
me
question.
personally, I still think $700 is expensive as hell.
It's still a lot, right?
Yeah, it's still a lot of money. $700 is insane, but I think for me it is a justified product. It's expensive but justified product for me. If I'm going to be seeing better image quality and 60 FPS, and some games having improved ray tracing, then that's exactly what I asked for. So I can't say I'm upset at it. It's exactly what I wanted.
Whether people want to believe it or not, I really do feel like if Microsoft was bringing out a mid-gen refresh, I don't think it would be this price. I really don't. I don't think so. I think for the simple reason that it's the only product of its kind in the market allows it for it to be that price. That's my personal opinion.
I do think that's part of it.
I think there's competition in there. I think there's room where they can probably adjust to bring it down to be more competitive. But if there's no one in the competitive space, you price it at where you lose no money. Like we're just not taking a loss. We're not taking a loss.
I was just about to ask you that. So you feel like if there was competition in the space, they would take a loss on something to be competitive.
Or to be more willing to be competitive in the market. Yeah, I think that's how economics kind of works. I think the reason why they can get away with this price just because there isn't a product like it this generation that fills this kind of need. You know what I mean? So they can dictate the price.
The fact that it is that price for them to make a profit, does this give you cause or concern for next generation if things are continuing to be as expensive? Usually, as generations go on, things get cheaper. It seems like shit is
I've seen
not
the narrative.
getting cheaper.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen the narrative that people are saying that okay, this is just a test for PlayStation to possibly sell like $1,000 PS6. I don't believe PS6 is going to be $1,000, but I wouldn't be surprised if PlayStation 6 costs more than what the PS5 cost at launch. I wouldn't be shocked at that.
So 600.
Yeah,
you can see it. You can see 600.
I definitely could see that. I could definitely see that.
Okay.
I don't think that's far fetched.
Damn,
I don't think that's far fetched.
You
think that's far fetched? I don't think that's that crazy. I don't think that's that crazy.
Not far fetched, but what I'm looking at it is like, how bad could shit like how much worse can shit get for them to then charge $600 for a PS6? Like we literally have gone from 400 to 500 and then 600. It's like, damn, like what the fuck is happening with these chips? And things are not getting cheaper with inflation and shit like that. Like it's really getting bad. Like what is there nothing that we see in the future that could help this shit out? Like nothing at all. Like do you see it just trending in this direction or possibly coming back a little bit and being like, all right, things have settled or things have gotten cheaper or there's more manufacturers. I don't know the full story, but I'm just like, damn, it's hard for me to believe that nothing will get better from now until like whatever, 2028 or whatever when that shit is coming out.
Well, I guess we could speak on this now. Well, there's rumors right now. You know, now that the whole PS5 Pro shit is out, and now people are already talking about PlayStation 6. You know, we're getting rumors about that now, and the new rumor is that it's gonna have 2 SKUs, which it's rumored to be in handheld, and I want my flowers. Because I 100% PlayStation is gonna do a handheld next generation. I swear to God, I said that on this podcast. God. I did say that, and you know I did say that.
Bro, I'll give you a dandelion. Like, I'll give you a dandelion. Like, you want it. I want it
because I did say that. I did 100% say that.
Been asking or saying that they should do for years.
Now we're saying that. I said it's going to happen next generation though. You like when I stand on something. I said, yo, that's going to happen. And look at the rumors that we're already getting.
You finally stood on something. You finally stood on something. So
here we go. I legit said, yo, PlayStation's gonna release
or some shit like that.
So right now the rumor is the PS6 is gonna come with 2 SKUs, and one of it's rumored to be a handheld. I think Microsoft kind of has the same rumor going around with their next generation.
Yeah, I'm hearing that shit might come before next generation with the Microsoft handheld.
Like that, their handheld might come earlier.
Yeah, like
I guess that's a possibility.
the people have been thinking 2026 for the next Xbox.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I don't think that's happening either.
I don't believe that.
But
I said that
I can see it. But my issue, and Tony, you could I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this. How do y'all feel about them introducing a handheld with the new platform after what we have been going through with the Xbox Series S and X, and the developers saying like it's a bitch to develop for both, especially the S with having to make compromises and shit like that? Like, how do y'all feel if Sony was to put out a PS6 and a handheld at the same time?
We have the answer. My answer never changed. We have a perfect template called the Steam Deck and have a compatibility list. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think gamers will accept that. Have a compatibility list for the games that you don't want, can't like run, or it's too demanding, right? Mm-hmm. Utilize the streaming. Say you could stream it via the internet if you own the game. I think there's ways around that. Have a compatibility list of what can run native and the games that can't. Problem solved right there. Or you think everything needs to run natively, or it's a bust. The Steam Deck doesn't operate like that, and people enjoy the device. Yeah, it's not maybe.
But I feel like most of
people enjoy the device.
Don't most popular games run on the Steam Deck though? Like,
not
I feel
everything runs. I can't play Returnal on the Steam Deck. There's quite a few games that you can't play on the Steam Deck, even because of anti-cheat, which you would have to install like Windows to even play certain games on the Steam Deck. You know what I mean? So,
but see, I don't think that would be a case with the PlayStation Portable. Like, I don't think you would have an OS issue with games being compatible with it. So
I'm just saying, if they have a compatibility list with it, I think that's fine, bro. Like, this game can run streaming. They're already doing that with the Portal, so they're getting people used to that kind of idea. So, okay, The Last of Us Part 3, that would be streaming only on this one, but maybe a smaller title that could run on a next generation handheld would be native. Like, it makes sense in my brain. I don't know why that.
I mean,
that would fail. Like,
that's what I would hope would happen. That shit going double copper. Nobody buying that shit.
It's the reason why they invested in it, because they clearly believe that handheld is having a resurgence. Handheld game is having a resurgence. That's why they believe in it. That's why we're hearing rumors of Microsoft doing their first handheld ever. Now, so we're hearing things of PlayStation might do another SKU with a handheld, because obviously handheld gaming is having a resurgence. It's becoming more popular. So I think we'll do well, depending on how it's marketed, the price point, and how good the device is. I think it will do what it needs to do. But yeah, that's the rumors right now on PS6. No, that's the rumors on that shit.
Yeah, they were saying that there was a battle between AMD and Intel for the chips. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be some sort of bidding war. You know, you could imagine it's a lot of money when you land one of these type of deals, right? For at least one of those manufacturers, right? Because look how much they have to produce, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it seems like Sony's sticking with AMD. There's gonna be similar architecture, and apparently the PS6 is gonna uh, have they're gonna focus on backwards compatibility, whatever that means. Like, is that only with PS4 and PS5, or are they talking about all PlayStation consoles? Like, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like, it better be backwards compatible with PS5 and PS4 if it's gonna be based off the same architecture. It better be.
Yeah, I mean, do they venture into 1, 2, and 3, or nah?
Nah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why that's the highlight. Like, isn't that a given? That should be a given.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So move on. Let's move on. Let's talk about the state of play, because we've been looking forward for a PlayStation show for a very long time. I want to get Tony's take on this. Tony, did you watch the state of play?
Unfortunately.
All right. Before we get into some of the big games that were announced, what was your overall takeaway? Was it good? Was it ass? How did you feel about it?
2 out of 10. 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10?
That wasn't it.
That's too low. That's too low. That's too low in my opinion.
That wasn't it, man.
What were you expecting? More first party?
Something, bro. Shit was buns, bro. I always expect these to be buns. They when have they not been buns? They've been low key. They've been in that consistent 2 to 5 range since they started doing these.
Okay.
So I wasn't expecting much, but the only 2 things I saw was the Astrobot DLC. I need to see the Eve bot from the back, and and I need to see and the Ghost 2, and the Ghost 2 ain't even look that special. So
well, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna save that one. Let's talk about that because that's gonna be fun. Okay, J-Man, what was your overall takeaway from the state of play? Did it live up to your expectations? What was it bad? Good?
No, it didn't live up to my expectations. I definitely would have loved to see more first party announcements, especially with 2025 being so up in the air from PlayStation first party itself. I did see a couple games there though that I did like, that I'm interested to see more of. I think overall I gave it like a 4.5 out of 10. I'm probably sticking around that area for my grade. And yeah, I just hope that for the rest of this year, you know, whether it's the 30th anniversary, if they do something special for that, or the game awards, I hope PlayStation has more to announce for 2025, because I mean, not only did they say that after April 2025 that they should have, you know, more
big games,
more big major games to come out. But it's time. Like, I've been on the side that I like to see a roadmap, and that's something that I think they introduced last generation, and I think it worked well. I know some people feel like they like the closer knit together announcements better, but you know, I think we a couple months away from 2025. Like, it's time. Like, it's time. So, you know, I thought it could have been better, but I did see some games that I liked.
Yeah. For me, I came in with low expectations because, once again, we usually come in with really high expectations, and you just got to prepare yourself for a disappointment. You know what I mean? So I entered this with really low expectations. My only thing, I even tweeted this, my only thing is, like, I just want one major reveal from first party, one major reveal. And we did obviously get that at the end with the Ghost sequel announcement, which we're going to talk about in a bit. But like y'all, I wasn't really blown away. I wanted a little bit more, but there was quite a few games in there that, you know, I was interested in. And I think we should go over the list. You have the list of games?
I do.
Okay, all right, yo. So start us off, yo. Let's do them pretty quick and give our takes.
Yes, sir. So first thing that they showed was Astrobot, and
Happy
that
about
it is receiving free DLC coming fall of 2024 this year. That will include 5 online speed courses, and 10 new VIP or bots to rescue, such as, like Tony said, Stellar Yams and the Helldivers from Helldivers 2, excuse me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So this was pretty much like my one and only criticisms for Astrobot, that like, you know, I felt like it was missing some end game content, like some challenge modes like this. So the fact that we are getting this before the year is over, I'm quite happy about that. I think the Stellar Blade thing got kind of spoiled because people noticed in the end credits that we saw Stellar Blade's what's it called, LLC or whatever it's called.
Oh, was it Shift Up?
Credits. Yeah, we saw Shift Up in the credits.
Oh, okay.
And we're like, yeah, what the hell? Like
I didn't see that.
Eve wasn't even the game, so it kind of pretty much spoiled that reveal that Eve was gonna enter as DLC at some point in time, and now we see it. So that's pretty cool. I'm curious to see the 8 other bots that are featured in the game, and I'm excited for these levels that are coming. So I will be checking that out. So what was after that?
Oh, hold up. Okay. After that, there was a game called The Midnight Walk, which was like
I was
clay.
interested.
Yeah, it's like a handcrafted claymation horror game. I ain't gonna front. Somebody made a joke about this, but the character that you control kind of looked like a sack boy on heroin or some shit like that. It kind of looked crazy, but it kind of gave me like Little Nightmare vibes a little bit.
I like the visuals. The art style was nice.
Yeah, I thought the art style was nice. I like the tone and the mood of the game. It seems like it has some PSVR, like it could be played in PSVR,
Both.
but it could
like
also
that.
be played
Regular.
on the pancake screen. So I thought this game looked nice. Like I'm interested to see more about this game.
Too.
Maybe they put this in PlayStation Plus or something like that and get people to play it. But after that, we saw another game called Hell Is Us, which
I was
is
very interested in this one.
Yeah, this is listed as a action adventure horror game, and it says the character wanders a devastated country as monsters have taken over, and it's up to you to fight against the monsters. It seems like he has a trusty blade and a drone that hovers around you while wandering dungeons and meeting new companions. Some more information actually came about this game that says it has no map, no compass, no waypoints. They throwing you to the wolves and you figure it out from there.
Yeah, I like that in some games, so I'm definitely interested in this game. I thought the visuals, obviously, like it didn't blow me away, but artistically, I like the art direction that we're going, and we're definitely gonna start talking about visuals. And are we at a point where we tapped out? And we definitely gonna talk about that a little bit later. But I really do like the art direction. Like the game followed. I thought the enemies were cool looking. It looked unique. It was aesthetically pleasing to me, and you know, it looked like the combat looked fun too. So
yeah,
that Hell Is Us, I'm definitely keeping my eye on that game. I'm gonna be paying attention to see how that game turns out.
I ain't gonna lie. Hearing that it has like no map and shit like that, I just hope it's not.
That
like,
turns you off.
Open.
It
don't turn me off.
Checklist gamer, J-Main, bro. He needs a checklist. He needs to do it in order. He needs to do all of that. He doesn't like to explore himself. He needs a list. He needs to tell me to go here.
It's not
Kofi acts like he didn't play Elden Ring with a YouTube tab open.
Whoa. That's not true. That's not true.
The truth shall be revealed. That's why we gotta have Tony on board.
Yeah, Tony threw that out of he threw that out of nowhere, bro. Man just lied unprovokedly, bro. When did I have a YouTube video playing Elden Ring? What are you talking about, bro? Lied out.
Boy, had no YouTube tabs open.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Boy had the Discord on one screen and the YouTube tab on the other. Yeah, we know.
Y'all assholes, bro. Y'all are some assholes. That's not true, bro. That's not even true at all.
He had Elden. He had the guys on the ultra wide, so he could do.
He had
the wiki on one, the YouTube on the other.
On the ultra wide?
He's lying. Yo, he just made that shit up, bro. He just legit made that shit up. Yeah,
he had the guys in the space that the black bars take up. Like,
why do I invite this guy to the pod, bro? Like he just be talking out of his ass, bro. All right, yo, continue.
So yeah, Hell Is Us, I thought looked good. I just I ain't got time for games that want to be open world with no maps and guys. Like, I mean, make that shit a tight experience. But They also had Metro Awakening, which was already revealed before. They just showed more, gave it a release date,
Yeah,
which is a
PSVR 2.
VR. Yeah, this is a VR game. November 7th of 2024. Thought this is a good look for VR.
Cool. Yeah.
Next game they showed was Arcade Chronicles. This is an action adventure game set in the medieval times.
Some co-op action in it too. I seen.
Yes, looks like it's going to be like heavily, focused on co-op multiplayer, playing with your friends, taking on missions, and coming across NPCs and dungeons and shit like that. It kind of I think it looks like an MMO, but I'm not 100% sure yet, like how it's going to be completely based. But it also looks like it has like a lot of Souls elements to it, which I'm not surprised, seeing as a lot of games these days have Soul elements. But I thought this looked good. I'm not really into the MMO multiplayer, type of games, but I thought the gameplay for this looked solid enough that it piqued my interest. So I want to see more. I want to see more for this one. Okay. Seeing in the chat that Arcade is an MMO and it's been around. Okay, so yeah, this is an MMO. That makes sense. Okay. But it's actually an MMO that I thought looked pretty decent. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the franchise. All right, next.
Next up, Pal World got announced coming to PlayStation 5. This was a available now moment. So it seems like Pocket Pair is trying to get as much money as possible to stash away before Nintendo comes and runs their pockets.
You know what I heard? You know what I heard too?
PlayStation getting wrapped up in the Rico.
You know what I heard too? I heard that it's not releasing in Japan because that's where the lawsuit is. So it's Power World. Yeah, Google it. It's releasing everywhere else except for Japan. So Japan is not getting Power Worlds on the PS5. Google it. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought this was a ballsy announcement. I thought maybe they would pull this while the lawsuit is happening, but
because it could get taken down, right? It could. Is it a free to play or you got to pay? Or you got to pay for this game? I even forgot. I think you got to pay for it, right?
I think you got to pay for it. You got to pay. Yeah, you got to pay for it.
So what happens if Nintendo like wins the suit? Then do they just pay a fine? But don't they have to kind of change like the intellectual property and shit like that? Like maybe
I think it was a is it a copyright lawsuit with Power World?
I have to go and read the details of it. Like, are they pretty much? Because I remember when the game came out,
it wasn't even about the designs. Like everyone thought it wasn't about the designs, but it's about like throwing the balls type shit.
Throwing the balls, catching. Wait, but doesn't other games have that kind of?
That's actually what the lawsuit's about. How they capture the shits.
Really?
Really?
I have to go and read.
So maybe they might have to pay. If they lose, maybe they have to pay some damages and change that feature or something like that.
What do you change that to though? That's like a big part of the gameplay though. Like, what do you change that to? That's crazy.
If they got guns in the game, you might have to put like I don't know.
We'll see what happens. What's next?
So there was a Lunar Remastered Collection announced coming to PS5, PS4. Also, in addition, there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is getting DLC. Radical Reptiles. Sonic and Shadow Generations is getting a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie pack. And then
Keanu Reeves is going to be voice acting Shadow as well.
Yeah, I think he's...
Or in the movie as pack he is in the movie. Or whatever. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think he voices Shadow in the movie, so I think they just carrying it over to the game.
Yeah.
Fantasia Neo Dimension is coming out December 5th. Turn-based RPG. I don't know too much about this franchise or this game. And then they got into Dragon Age: The Veil Guard.
What did you think?
I think the gameplay for this game looks actually pretty good.
Not too bad, right? I'm not really hyped for this game. I see a lot of people hyped for this game, but I'm not gonna sit here in front. I was never like someone who's really big into Dragon Age. Like even the ones that dropped on 360, I believe it's because it's Dragon Age Origins or some shit like that. I was never.
Did you play Inquisition?
You know what I did? I tried it. I never finished it though. I'm not really big into Dragon Age. I'm more of an Elder Scrolls guy.
You're not going.
That's just me.
You're not gonna put the scars on your character.
That's definitely.
Right,
we're gonna talk about
crazy.
Hold on, we're gonna talk about that real quick.
Go ahead.
That is crazy.
So, even though them grifters on the timeline and social media could eat a dick, they definitely came for this game because there is a feature in the character creator where it seems like you can have surgery scars on the chest area of your created character, implying that your character had some procedures done,
like a transition,
basically a trans character. Now, I ain't gonna cap. I'm not the type to get up on here and complain about stuff like this in games, right? But I also feel like if you are going to be a game that is representing options, how come your options are skewed heavily towards one side and not the other? I'm okay with you having scars and trans operations as a character, but there's also people in the world that do have BBLs and fucking breast implants. Why can't I also make a character like that? I'm not one of those people, but if you are going to have that option in your game, how come it's skewed to one side? That's all I'm gonna say about it. So
you're saying there's not enough customization for big butts and breasts in the game? That's what you're trying to tell me right now?
I saw the bar maxed out, and I got bigger titties than the maxed out bar.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now, some shit looking weird. So just saying.
Big pause on this. I saw one of the meat options. Meat wasn't even packing.
Oh my God, Tony. Oh my God. Yo, pause, bro. Jesus.
Tony want the Mr. Marcus option on there. Like where that at?
Come on, bro.
But nah, I'm just saying, like, it's not nothing that's going to deter me from playing the game. I actually want to pick up this game. I want to play it. I want to buy it. But I'm just saying, like, come on, like, let's have some creative freedom both ways and not just one. But outside of that, I thought the gameplay for that boss fight looked really good.
Yeah, it looked alright. Yeah. I don't know if I'm picking this game up, man. I kind of really don't have too much interest in it at all. It's just not my kind of game. Yeah, I don't have too much interest in this. So, but hey, shout out to those who are excited for it. What's next?
Yo, let me read this tweet you sent me, Kofi, real quick. Kofi sent me a tweet.
This is a wild tweet. I can't believe I've seen this.
He said, this comment is so out of pocket. The first line is wild. Why is black included in the list? And the tweet he sent me was, because it's not a woke game. No one is forcing people to be gay, gay, trans, or black.
That line's not. See, okay, I wanted to save this topic until a little bit later in the podcast, but don't you think why is being black included in that?
Oh, and wokeness
in the list.
Yeah,
gay,
why is it
black?
Why did he say gay, trans, and black? Then why did he say it like that though?
Because black characters aren't. You're talking about gaming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because black characters aren't the norm in gaming. So even like, what's crazy? There's probably more like, because some games have characters that are aliens, different creatures and shit like that. There's probably more games with that than black characters going around. So when people see black, it's like, okay, it's woke, because that's where companies are going. Let me be more inclusive.
Let me say something right now, bro. These anti-woke grifters, these anti-DEI people who have infiltrated
gaming, dog.
Yo, they have infiltrated the gaming community, right? And honestly, they have ruined discourse online. Like, I legit hate it when it comes across my time. They have legit ruined gaming discourse. And I wanted kind of to save this until we got there, but fuck it, since we're already here.
And these the niggas BG folding too.
Go listen. Assassin's Creed Shadows. It was such a big deal online because it included Yasuke, the quote unquote legendary, the samurai of legend, the black African samurai, or whatever his legend is, right? People are like, this is the first Assassin's Creed in Japan. We've been asking for this, and you make a black guy a lead? This is so disrespectful to Japanese culture. This Meanwhile, there's a whole second lead character, and is a
They
Japanese
completely
woman.
ignored.
They completely ignore a Japanese woman. So I'm thinking that, listen, I'm somebody who tries to look at different perspectives outside of my own to kind of understand. So I'm like, this one, like, listen, I'm not saying that I agree with it. I still think it's stupid. But I'm like, okay, I could maybe kind of see
how they feel.
Maybe I could try to understand you a little bit, right? So when Ghost of how you pronounce it, Yotei, yeah. When Ghost of Yotei was revealed, J-Main, a game that takes place once again in Japan, right? It has a Japanese only lead character. Why am I seeing those same people bash that game now? Now they're saying they don't want to play as a woman.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gotten
It's
deeper.
getting bad, bro. It's getting bad, bro.
And there's been people who I've seen that said, "Oh, I don't want to play as a woman," but that wasn't like, it wasn't as vocal as it is now. Like, it's like,
it's
what the fuck?
Bad,
where did this come from? Like, where did this come from? Where people don't want to play as a woman? Women characters have been leads in games for forever, like for forever. Actually, you know what's funny? I seen somebody say that, and they brought up Tomb Raider and how Lara Croft was a lead character, a very popular character in gaming back in the PS1 era when she was introduced and shit like that. You know what the dude said as a response to that? Oh, it's not the same. Lara Croft is a pretty female lead character. Nigga, she had triangles for titties, bro. What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm telling you, the people that have infiltrated the gaming discourse are legit ruining. They're legit ruining this shit, bro. Honestly,
I was like,
honestly,
yo, what?
These super right wing people that come in here. Oh my god, bro! Like they're honestly ruining gaming discourse. I hate seeing that shit on my timeline. It's super annoying. These people, all they do is every day and night fucking complain about the most mundane, stupid shit I've ever heard in my fucking life, bro. It's super annoying, bro. And like, honestly, I'd be sick of it. Sometimes I'd be just turning off Twitter and I read too much of these dumb comments. Like, it's insanity, yo. It's insanity.
The discourse on gaming has been cooked. Like, as far as
it's bad now. We've been around for a minute. It's bad now. It's bad.
Yeah, but like, how many times do we complain about like people not actually talking about the games and just like complaining about other shit?
But look what they're talking about now, though. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Talking
though,
about now is nuts. It's nuts.
But that foundation has created a space for this, because people don't give a fuck about talking about games. So they like, oh, all right, y'all complaining about shit that ain't even about games. So let me introduce something else to complain about, and it's this. It's like, all right, come on, nigga. Like, we there now. I get what you're saying. Like, are we really there now? But yeah, yeah, we ain't been talking about gameplay and shit like that about games forever.
Bro. Gaming discourse is at an all-time low, bro. Especially on like a platform like S. I might have to go to Reddit and see what's going over there, yo. Maybe
they over there too.
They wild over there too.
Oh, that's where these niggas can't come from. Is Reddit?
Oh man, I need to go. I need to find a platform where it's more normal people, bro. Because right now, gaming discourse is horrible.
And I bet you if you check these dudes' credentials, they don't play no games. None.
You know what's so crazy? One of the spearheads of the stupid anti-woke, anti-DEI guys, that Grums guy. The funny thing is, apparently he was making the game. Have you seen how his game looked like? Did you see how that Grums guy's game was looking like, bro? Give me the woke, DEI, all of that. I would rather play all of that than what this guy was working on. This game he's working on looks like dog shit, like legit dog shit. And you're in here talking about, oh, women this, that. Oh, we don't want to play as this character, that character. Like, come on, bro. I'm telling you, these guys have this agenda just to make money off people. They're clearly just making money off these people. And people are just falling for it like idiots, yo. You know what I mean? They make these platforms, they go on this on these rants, and they just make a whole bunch of money and eat off you people, yo. And y'all just eat it up. Y'all just eat it up. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, yo. I try to ignore the noise. But moving on from what else they announced? Alan Wake DLC, I see here.
Well,
Hitman VR.
Let me speak on that real quick.
What's up?
Alan Wake?
Yo, I thought Alan Wake 2 was heat last year. That was probably my game of the year last year.
Then what happened?
So then the DLC gets announced. I'm like, I'm there day one. I buy the DLC, right? Bro, that's the most ass DLC I've ever played in life, bro. That's really
Oh,
the
really?
worst DLC in history. Worst DLC in history, yo.
Really? The Alan Wake
Bro,
2 DLC?
bro, it's so bad, bro. First of all, you get 3 episodes. They're like 15 minutes each. You have infinite ammo in them all. Bro, it's not it, bro. It was, bro, the DLC
Shit.
was random. Yo, that DLC not it. That DLC. They
Really?
need to
Did
do
it
I never
have
played it.
like?
Hopefully, it's
Did
completely
it have any
different.
like? Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, did it have like any like cinematic or like story behind it? Because I know that DLC had like characters from previous games and shit like that in that, which I thought looked cool. And you have like the
Not
gameplay,
really, bro. First of all, you play as a control character.
right?
Man, you just got the pistol with a switch on it, bro. Bro, you ain't get no powers, no custom, nothing. That
Oh,
wasn't
really?
it.
So
Now
you
you
don't
play.
have her like levitation
No, bro, you
or
have the same gun. You have the same
force?
gun from that you had in the main game. It's just upgraded. It's got all the upgrades on it.
Mm.
That DLC, and it's 10 minutes. And it's 10 minutes, bro.
10 minutes?
Yes, bro.
Wait,
it's
wasn't
10
it?
minutes,
Wait,
bro.
wasn't it free? Was it free though?
No, bro.
Oh,
No.
you have to pay.
No,
You have to pay for it. Oh, that's crazy. Then, that's crazy. No, but
bro,
I
and
did enjoy
and
Alan
obviously,
Wake 2,
and
though.
and you know them, boys struggling over there on that on that budget, still ain't made a profit, bro. You play in the exact same areas from the first. There's no new zones, no new nothing.
Yeah. Just different
Oh,
characters,
That
different
DLC,
characters.
that DLC, not it.
So what about this DLC? I ain't gonna lie, I kind of
But they
tuned
didn't
out
show.
of this.
They didn't show much of it. They just. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know what they even. Okay, jumping
Yeah,
back.
I
into
know
Alan Wake 2 universe.
the lake house. So
Lake house.
yeah, I know.
showcase and Stepping into.
I mean the
facility
lake, the
called,
very infamous lake house from the first game. Like that's, you seems like you're going back there. So I know they playing
Yeah.
on that, but
I don't know how big this expansion is. Maybe this is the real expansion that Tony's been waiting for. Not
It
like
needs
that
to
little
be,
thing that
bro.
they
It
gave us.
needs to be, bro.
This might be the
because
the
that
real
first
big
one.
It wasn't it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst
All right,
DLC
so
I've ever played.
after
in my life,
that,
bro.
they announced Hitman PSVR 2 game. Next
Mhm.
after that, this one got leaked. Legacy of the Kane Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered is coming out for the PS5 and PS4. I don't know if it's coming out for PC and Xbox too, possibly. I may have seen that somewhere, but don't quote me on that. You just have to Google it yourself. But I know it's coming out obviously for PlayStation. I know a lot of people are excited about that. I actually never played those games before. I heard good things about them, so I might check it out.
I think I played like a demo of Legacy of Kain before.
Yeah. I seen that. I think I seen it on the Dreamcast, but it's one of those Dreamcast games I never played.
Yeah, it's coming to PC and Xbox though.
Okay. Fear of the Spotlight was another game. I don't remember what it is. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just reading the title. I don't even know how to pronounce this. What's that? How you pronounce it, Jamie?
Oh, Agashba?
Agashba? Whatever that shit is. I don't know what the hell that is. So moving on. Lego Fortnite got a controller. Tony's gonna buy that day one because he's a Fortnite fiend.
No sir.
In the split screen mode. They bring a split screen mode back.
Okay. Dynasty Warriors Origins. Okay, this is a question I have, yo. People really buy Dynasty Warriors because there's a game. I feel like a game comes out every year or every other year of Dynasty Warriors. So is this franchise actually like popular like that? Because the funny thing is these games always come out and I don't see nobody play these games, at least in our circles and the people we interact with on social media. Like I never see no one posting no screenshots of no Dynasty Warriors. Never in my life. But there's always a fucking new Dynasty Warriors game coming out. Always.
Yeah, they must not cost that much to make. Versus how many people are actually like supporting it and stuff like that and paying for them, because I mean, whether it isn't, well, the actual Dynasty Warriors, I think the last one was Dynasty Warriors 9, which came out in 2018. So this Dynasty Warriors Origins, but then there's like the Muso inspired games or the Muso games that you see spinoffs from like Nintendo be doing, and Dragon Quest, they be doing Dynasty Warriors style games and other IPs as well. So yeah, there must be an audience somewhere, because this and fucking Yakuza games, I swear, come out like every year. Like you get multiple versions.
But the funny thing, J-Man, with Yakuza, I kind of understand it because I actually do see people be playing it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe Dynasty Warriors is just not really popular in the West or something. Maybe it's like really popular in Japan where it
Right.
gets bulk of its sales. It could be that because I just don't see nobody posting no screenshots, no gameplay of no Dynasty Warrior games, bro. But there's always one coming out, bro.
The only one I seen man's play is the Zelda one at one time on like Wii U.
The Hyrule Warriors or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Other than that, and them Yakuza games, bro, I can't even keep up. I like the games, I can't keep up. Bro.
Yeah, there's so many of them, bro. They pumped that out like nothing.
Bro, by the time I beat one, another 4 drop, bro.
Yo,
like,
bro,
damn.
this is what I say, yo. Yakuza is the equivalent to One Piece, bro. Like, people be so intimidated by One Piece, the anime, because it got like over 1,000 episodes. That's how I kind of feel about Yakuza. Like, bro,
you don't even want to start because
I don't want to jump into like 7 or 8. I kind of want to start from the start because I know if you play it, because it seems like it has the same characters. You know what I mean? So it clearly has a cohesive story if you play from the beginning to the latest version. But like, there's just so much. It's just I'm just so scared to jump in. And like, if I start, when am I actually gonna even come close to get into Yakuza 8, 9, and the spin-offs?
But the thing is,
all that shit, bro.
I played a lot of them, right? So, and I think I like Zero. So Zero is like the first one. It's not the first one, but it's like the prequel. So really, you starting at the start of the timeline, right? And Zero, I feel like is probably might be the best one anyway. So that's a good one to just, I mean, get a good feel for it because you're at the start, and I know one's heat anyway. So yeah, I recommend that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, so moving on. We got an extensive trailer of Monster Hunter Wilds. I know Nev was really excited watching this part of it. Once again, Monster Hunter as a franchise in general is something that it just looks like something I would love, something I want to get into. Just because of just the style of game, fighting big beasts and shit like that. That shit seems fun. But just the way the game plays, you could say is a skill issue. I don't give a fuck. I just can't get jiggy with it, bro. Like, just something about the controls. I wish it played more like a Devil May Cry, personally. I wish it played more like a Ninja Gaiden. But the pacing of the game, you gotta swipe, sharpen your weapon, you know what I mean? The guy runs away, you gotta chase. Like, oh my god. Like, the pacing of the game is something you just gotta get used to, I guess. And I guess it's part of the experience. But I've tried multiple Monster Hunter games dating back to the PSP. You know what I mean? I've played multiple Monster Hunter games. Never finished none of them, by the way. But the whole premise is cool to me. I just can never get into the franchise. So,
we still got to give the streets Monster Hunter World stream, playing it together.
I really want to, honestly, when I catch up with the backlog, I definitely want to jump back into Worlds to see. Because apparently that's like the most streamlined game too, like the most casual friendly Monster Hunter out there.
I don't mind, like I like that aspect because it's Monster Hunter, so you're gonna have to like hunt down the enemies and you fucking him up and he might run away and go to different
run back
area.
to his cave.
But back
in the day,
sharpening up your weapons, learning different strategies,
at least
applying different things.
At least it's more streamlined now. I remember the PSP game that I played back in the day, bro. Each area was a fucking loading screen, bro. Even so, when the monster would run out, you'd actually have to load into the new area and shit. I forgot what it's called. It's like, I don't know, it's Monster Hunter 3G or something like that. But I played one of them back in the day on the PSP, and that shit was a mess, bro. But I always thought those games, like the whole premise of those games are cool. Like, you kill these monsters and you use their guts or their skin to make armor and shit like that. I always thought that shit was fun, bro. That shit was lit.
Yeah. This game also got a release date. It's scheduled to come out February 28th, 2025.
Top of the year.
So early next year. Yes. And February is actually packed now. Like, there's a lot of shit coming out in February.
Yeah.
With the
you already know delays are gonna happen most likely.
Assassin's Creed delay and shit like that.
Yeah. All right, so moving on. Lego Horizon Adventures got another trailer, right? It's coming out November 14th. I ain't gonna lie, the game looks interesting to me. I kind of want to check it out. What do you think?
I want to check it out. It all depends on what game it is looking like right there. I mean, I'm a Horizon stan, so anything Horizon, I'll be trying to pick up.
You and I'm a host.
I'm
me and her and host.
Listen.
You know what's funny though? I'm a Horizon stan, and these two games probably have like the least interest that I have in Horizon games. But I may give that Lego shit a shot.
I'm way more interested in this Lego Horizon Adventures than this Horizon Zero Dawn remaster we about to talk about, bro.
Oh, for sure.
I'm way more,
Not
I'm way
even
more
close.
interested in that. I kind of want. It kind of looks interesting, and the building aspect, like the base building aspect of the game, kind of has my attention. So I may check. Well, I'm sure PlayStation will go ahead and send over a code. So I'll definitely be checking it out once they send it over.
My biggest like issue, well, not issue, but my biggest thing about the like, I guess problem with the game. I wish it was more of a unique story. Like it seems like it's retelling the story of Zero Dawn.
But
maybe
in a
has
stupid,
some
quorky way though, you know, like
in a quirky way,
in a fun, stupid parody way type of way.
I just wish it was a different story. Because then it's like, what? Yeah, all right, whatever. But I may check it out. Do we know how much this costs? Did they have?
I don't think it's full price. I don't think it's full price.
If it's more than 40, I don't know.
I don't think it's full price. From what I remember, I don't think it's full price.
Let me see.
But double check for me. Double check.
Yeah.
While you're looking at that, the rumors were true. Horizon Zero Dawn is remaster is real. Like a lot of y'all,
Unbelievable.
I personally don't know why this exists. I know the damage control for a lot of people are going to be, listen, it's a $10 upgrade, and I get it. I think to this day, the game looks great. Does it look better now? Sure. I guess if you're a super fan of the franchise and you're happy, but it just seems like the timing of this is extremely strange, in my personal opinion, when I feel like there's a cry for so many other remasters that we want from PlayStation. It's not like the problem that PlayStation is giving us actually a remaster. At least give us a remaster that is kind of a remaster we want, the one that we've been begging for, Bloodborne.
The Bloodborne.
Shit, I would have took the Gravity Collection over this. I think that's a little bit more exciting than this.
What?
Gravity Rush Collection.
Oh,
1 and 2. Okay. I think that would have been kind of cool because Gravity Rush 2 is kind of locked at 30 frames per second, right? Even on the PS5.
Yeah.
So making that 60 would have been kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? So Horizon Zero Dawn already got an update for the PS5. Like I'm pretty sure
it runs at 60.
It runs at 60 frames per second at whatever the resolution that it is, right? So I don't understand. Guerrilla Games and Nixus are working on it. It's releasing on PC and PlayStation at the same time, October 31st. So that's really soon. I don't know. You know, Herman Hulse is one of the heads over there. So clearly Horizon is baby. So, you know what I mean? You got a little push for Horizon content coming to PlayStation, bro.
Hold up. I got to say something. And hold up, Tony, real quick. I get it. Horizon is definitely being something that Sony is.
They have a lot of faith in that shit.
They experimenting with this IP. They putting it everywhere. Yeah. But I gotta call out my guy DrewTube for a second in the comments, and that's my guy right there. He said Horizon is forced. Now, stay with me for a second.
Facts.
If you hold up. If you scroll up a few seconds, a few comments before. He was trying to get into the Yakuza series. How many Yakuza games do they have? And that series is not forced. So why do we feel like no, it's okay to get into the Yakuza series, but not feel the same thing about Horizon?
Is that comparable?
That's organic. That's why.
I'm just saying. Horizon has 2 main games, a VR game. This remaster is a lot. That's doing too much. The Lego game, and then
you there for the MMO too?
Oh, fuck
MMO and the multiplayer.
That shit, but that's not real until it's announced. You know, what I mean, that's all rumors and speculation.
That's real, bro. Nah, that's real, bro.
Yo, but but I'm really curious if gamers
you tapping into that TV show too, Jamie?
I'm just saying.
Absolutely. I want that TV show.
Look at BG in the chat. I heard Mans was talking about me.
He said he wanted.
What, you sent your minions? The minions came back to you to tell you we was talking about you? They say Yakuza is a quality game. Horizon is a quality game. In fact,
what I was trying to say.
If you listen to anybody outside of the timeline, Horizon actually scores well and sells well. So Horizon and more than Yakuza. Way more than Yakuza. Nigga, without bundles, Horizon is shitting all over Yakuza. Fuck out of here. And lie to me and say it's not. Oh,
I don't know, man. Listen, Horizon is not a bad franchise. I don't think
Horizon
I could go as
is
far as
only
cons. It's not a
divisive
bad
on the
franchise.
timeline, man. Don't
It's
let the
not a bad,
timeline fool
it's
you.
not a bad franchise, but damn, it seems like PlayStation has a lot of like they love this franchise. It's clearly their baby. It's clearly their baby how they treat it, yo. You know what I mean? So
Man.
the fact that we're getting a remaster of this game, which released I believe in 2017 or 2016, one of the other. It's probably
That's
2017.
terrible.
That's kind
I'm
of
not
nuts
supporting
to me,
that.
bro.
Even at $10,
nuts.
I'm not supporting it. And then they up in the price of the base game, because if you have the base game, you can upgrade it to the remaster for $10. They upping it back up to $40 from 20. Hey, if I listen to y'all, nobody give a fuck about Horizon, so
Yo,
it shouldn't
Kofi.
matter if they up
Yeah,
the
what's
price,
up?
right? It shouldn't matter.
Yo, Kofi.
Yeah, what?
You can't pay me to play Horizon Zero Dawn again.
yeah, man. I don't know, man. I just think the timing of it it's not right. Like,
It's terrible.
I just don't like the timing of this personally. That's just my opinion.
I'll wait for it to come to PlayStation.
Them niggas
Plus.
double dipping too, bro. The same month. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I see Jay Barry. Yeah, he picking it up, and those. I'm not paying for this.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I don't know, man. All right. Moving on. Stellar Blade has some new content coming. See this one I'm a little bit.
That wasn't clear what that is.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Is it
elaborate on.
costumes or is it
I was about to elaborate on that. Yeah,
expansion
I'm saying
type
Stellar Blade
shit?
got new content. They're saying that they got a photo mode is finally coming to the game this late into the game, but I'm glad a photo mode is coming. By the way, Stellar Blade is gonna be pro enhanced. I just want to throw that out there. And it's getting some sort of crossover with Nier Automata. From my understanding, like Tony, I don't know if this is just a costume kind of collaboration where Eve is gonna kind of be able to dress up like 2B and maybe some of the other characters in Nier Automata, or if it's gonna be a little bit more than that. That's what I'm a little bit confused on. They didn't elaborate on this collaboration, but from what it looks like so far, it might be just a cosmetic thing. You know what I mean? Which would be a little
I hope
bit
it's
disappointing.
more. I know the developers came out and said that like they were heavily inspired by Nier, and I think the developer of Nier actually, or one of the directors or something like that, said that
The guy that made it said that he likes Stellar Blade more than Nier.
Who said that?
The guy that made Nier. He said he
Oh,
likes it more
he said,
as a
oh
game.
damn, Jesus,
Yeah, he said he likes it more as a game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I read that somewhere.
But yeah, so hopefully it's a deeper collaboration than just cosmetics, because I think Stellar Blade is a fantastic game, and I think it does deserve a deep DLC like to go forward with.
Yeah.
You talking about the real game?
It's one of my favorite games of this year. Yo, it's top 3 for sure. I think my favorite game I played all year long is Persona 3 Reloaded. I think that's number 1.
Really?
Low key Stellar Blade might be number 3. What would be my number 2 spot?
Rise of the Ronin wasn't.
Calm down. Relax. Y'all pushing that narrative too tough.
Rise of the Ronin definitely top 5. It's definitely top 5.
Rise of the Ronin for me.
It's top 5.
Let me see the games I played again. I played a couple this year, so hold on. I'll let y'all know exactly where it sits. Give me just 1 second.
Hold on. While you think about it, while BG is here in the chat, we was definitely talking about you, good brother.
100%. If he wants to come in here too, let him come in here. Hop in the chat then. Hop in the chat and defend yourself.
We was definitely talking about you. This ain't no secret, nigga. I'm still trying to figure out why you rescinded that strike
folded like folded like
nigga
fresh
that let
laundry.
his bitch fuck his sister.
I see what he meant when he said laundromat open.
He was the laundry. He was the laundry.
The
way he folded, yo, holy shit is crazy.
Wash and fold.
If you want to, BG, if you want to come in here, you already know what to do, yo. Jump in the multiplayer one.
We trying to figure out why you did
let
that.
Let you come and damage control a little bit if you want to.
The dude clearly was on social media talking about saying the N-word with the hard ER was funny. Like, nah. We not rescinding nothing on that. He deserved everything he got. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that dude.
You know what?
He was talking so spicy.
You know what? I only played Lies of P this year. That would probably be like my second favorite, but it didn't come out this year. But I played it this year. That would be my second favorite game I played all year long.
We getting DLC this year, right? We getting DLC this year, yes sir.
Yeah, I saw that too, which I'm definitely gonna be picking up. Lies of P is probably my second favorite game I played all year long. Yeah, so that would be my top 3, even though the game didn't come out this year. I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be up there, but I'm just waiting for the Pro to get the premium experience because I can't play it the way
that game is good.
I cannot play it the way it is.
Good.
Yeah, but from what I've tried so far, it's fire. What I've tried so far is super fire. All right.
What you scared to put Astrobot in your top 5? Nigga, go ahead and say that.
Astrobot is like top 5. Astrobot is definitely top 5. It would be like maybe number 5.
That's one.
It might be number 5.
That's number 1.
Nah,
Astrobot might be my game of the year.
I don't think
I
it's
ain't
my
scared
game
to
of the
say
year.
it.
I think I like Tellerblade more than Astrobot, so I'm definitely not putting.
No, I
what?
can't do that. Nah, can't do it.
I personally prefer Tellerblade over Astrobot. That's just me. I would rather play that.
Can't do it.
BG, you in here? Your mic, is it working?
First of all,
you gonna come and defend yourself? Y'all gonna
Absolutely.
come and defend yourself?
Yeah, y'all my biggest haters. Second of all, none of what y'all talking about happened. That's not what happened. What happened was them niggas. Did y'all see them niggas? What was it? Ackman and another dude. Like them niggas was going back and forth arguing.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see this. I was not paying attention.
About your strike on the dude, or
I don't know. It wasn't even about my strike. The other dude, one of them dudes, they was like fighting, and they're big YouTubers. And
this
they
nigga's got to say
them,
names now. Holy.
I don't know their names. These are big YouTubers.
I don't watch that side of you. I don't watch that side.
I've heard
Relax,
of Ackman.
Tony.
I've heard of Ackman.
Yeah, the only one I know is Ackman. I don't know any of these other big YouTubers. So they was going back and forth arguing with each other. One of them copyrighted each other. They started making the whole shit hot between each other. Not even me involved, because niggas was been doing that shit about my channel, making videos. I don't give a fuck. That didn't bother me. They started making it hot and tagging in YouTube, and YouTube eventually responded. Gaz hit me in the DMs, told me, listen, they're making this whole shit hot about the whole flagging and copyright shit, and they terminate channels. They're like, listen, you might as well just let him have his shit, because he's like a full-time YouTuber. He eats on that. Gaz was really the one who convinced me to just retract it. These niggas didn't have me shook. I wasn't worried about none of that shit.
It sounded like he was shook. It still sounded like he was
No, he was shook of losing the channel. He's not shook of Fratanga.
You think I'm worried about niggas in my comment? Come on, bro. You think I'm worried about niggas tweeting me in my comments?
Wasn't that what Fratanga was threatening? Is to get back at you and possibly take down your channel?
No.
That's what he was saying, but this man said,
that's not what was gonna happen. People thought Fratanga was gonna sue me. He wasn't gonna file no lawsuit. He even said that.
We thought that had you shook. We thought that had you shook a little bit.
What he said he was gonna do was get a lawyer to file a counterclaim. And all that, and nobody, you don't win any money when that happens. Nobody wins any money.
I know.
You just get the video back up. That's it. Yeah. It was because niggas was making it hot, and Gaz was
you're
like,
moving like you're gonna go to Rikers or something like that for that little strike, bro. You're moving like you're gonna go to Rikers.
Oh, come on, bro. Niggas making it. Come on, bro. Listen,
you was talking about he was standing on business, and he needs to make sure that he apologizes. That man didn't do shit.
It's just not checkers, bro. So I decided.
That man said that man photoshopped BG on the dress. That nigga took it down.
He said he took down the video. That was crazy. I was like, yo, after that, I would have let that shit up.
So,
but you should have known from the get, if you put out that strike, that it could possibly end up bad for you. So why did you do it in the first place?
We're gonna take it down.
Because I don't give a fuck. If them dudes wouldn't have made it hot with their situation, I would have kept it up, because it was after that I took it down. It wasn't after any of the shit them other niggas did. They made videos and all that shit was making it. I'm like, oh, I don't care. Y'all can suck my dick. Is when they started tagging YouTube about them other dudes paying attention to like their copyright shit. I'm like, all right, I'm making it hot. And Gaz hit me up. It was like, yo, you might want to just fall back. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna let it go. It's nothing. That's all.
Are you willing to go on record and say you actually care about your channel? It actually means something to you.
Why you mention him being a full-time YouTuber? Why you bring that part up?
Because Gaz brought that up to me. And I don't know. I'm not bothered that much about my channel going down. What I honestly thought about was the fact that them dudes get paid off of the podcast. And I'm like, all right, if my channel happens to get terminated, it's not just me. It's the rest of them dudes.
Oh, you support niggas' life. Okay. I get it.
That's not what I said.
I get it now.
That's not what I said.
Hey, yo, Jack, you going when you broke, nigga. I'm letting you know right now. Hey, yo, Jack, this nigga BG say he funding your lifestyle, and you ain't shit without him. You heard it here first. That's what you said, nigga.
That's a new narrative.
I said I'm not a selfish person, and I care about the dudes They live a lifestyle without me. They
Hey.
don't need none of my money. I'm just saying I don't want to take that
Jack,
away from them. That's
Jack, I
all.
would never say that about you. Come on home, player. Understand where you well respected and well connected.
Hold on, didn't Kofi cut off all part of this nigga's whole? Never mind.
I didn't
I'm
cut
out.
off nothing.
You cut off part of that nigga income.
Cut that nigga water off.
Yo, listen, our Patreon, we weren't putting at that time. Our Patreon, we weren't putting in much content at that time, anyways, bro. So it took a little hit, anyways. So Jack was good, anyways. He was straight. All them live streams that he was doing, I see what he was doing. He was straight. You know what I mean? I know you taking care of him.
I get it. I get it, BG. You care about making sure niggas could eat at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Niggas could support they.
Tony definitely my biggest hater. You a big hater, Tony. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn, you got man's dissing his freaking dead cousin on your podcast. Why know you? Of course he hating on you.
Big facts. You see it, right? Kofi, you see it, right?
Hey now.
I was loving it when he was kicking his back in on the timeline.
Kofi being a little messy, saucy bitch. You being one of the. You being a messy bitch.
When he was kicking his back in on the timeline.
That's crazy.
I was just fucking around, yo.
I'm out.
All right, yo.
All right, peace out.
All right. Last but not least, the last reveal was obviously the ghost of Yotei. Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Yotei.
The initial impressions. Let's talk about it real quick and wrap up the podcast. Initial impressions when you've seen it. For me, some people might not like this. Some people might not like this, and don't kill me. Hear me out. Initially, when I saw it, I was a little taken back of how similar it looked to Ghost of Tsushima. I kind of thought I would see a little bit more of a graphical jump in the sequel, since this game is only being developed for PS5. But I was taken a little bit back on how familiar the visuals was. It wasn't bad because Ghost is a beautiful game, so that's what I'm saying. Don't kill me. I'm not mad at it because Ghost is still beautiful. But then it just reminds me that, yo, we're definitely at a place where we might need to start getting used to this, where we're not going to see that crazy next gen leap. Like, I feel like people have been talking about this entire generation, and we still haven't seen that next gen jump. And I kind of been on record saying I don't think we're going to get it. And even though I was taken back by this, but it really set in for me, like, yo, this shit really don't look all that different. Still look great, but don't look all that different from Ghost of Tsushima director's cut. That was my initial thought. Thought before I started, dissecting other things about the trailer. But J-Man, what was your initial thought when they revealed the trailer with the NPC talking at the campfire or whatever it was?
Yeah. I definitely will get to like the visual aspect of it, but my initial thoughts when I was watching it was first, when it was just the voice playing, I thought it sounded like Khan, who was the main antagonist in the first game. I'm like, is that Khan? Like, no way he's still alive because you killed him in the first game. Oh shit. Sorry, spoilers. Spoilers, but then when I saw it, the character reveal, I'm like, that's not Jin Sakai. Like, that looked like a female. I'm like, who the fuck is this? So then you start getting into the shots of, like, they show like the mountains, and then they show like the grasslands.
Beautiful, by the way.
Stuff like
Beautiful.
That. Yeah. So when I started seeing stuff like that, it started reminding me of the original game. It just seems like it's more on a grander scale of what that was in the first game. Like, I don't know if like the camera might be back a little bit or whatever, but you just see more of the beautifulness of what you saw in the first game. Definitely wasn't blown away by the initial visuals of being like, holy shit, this actually looks like a step up from going from PS4 to PS5, as you would expect a generational leap to be. It definitely wasn't that. It wasn't. But I thought it looked good. I thought it was interesting. Yeah, it looked good, and it was something that I was like, okay, I'm paying attention now to like the weapons and stuff that she has.
Yeah,
that wolf. I'm like, is that going to be a friendly? Is it going to be a companion or something like that?
That'd be pretty unique. I'm down for that.
Yeah, it looks like she has a gun and something like that. So, I'm looking at it from that perspective. And you brought up a good point with the whole generational leap and stuff like that. I don't feel like we've gotten that. And to be honest, I think
we are,
with this generation,
I don't think we are.
I've accepted the fact that if these games are going to have modes with 60 FPS, that is the generational leap for me.
Yeah, that's a good thing for gamers. Yeah,
going forward, because we wasn't getting that for PS3 and PS4 generation. But now we are. And so if they're building games around the idea that
60.
it has to be able to run at 60 FPS, then I'm okay with it not having a graphical leap. And maybe next generation we'll see a graphical leap in addition to the 60 FPS. But, you know, it is something that is a big conversation, and it stings a little bit because I'm like, damn, I'm so used to seeing like going from one generation to the next.
I said it before. I think those days are over that we're blown away like that. And I've seen a couple people up with the narrative. Even I see Blaze wrote in the chat. Blaze Pyro wrote in the chat saying, "Wait for Rockstar and Naughty Dog." And listen, this is no shade at all. I don't mean this with any disrespect. Looking at GTA 6. The game is beautiful, but it's still not that leap I'm talking about. It's not that leap I'm talking about.
I don't agree with that.
GTA 6 is not that leap I'm talking about.
Bro, from the amount of NPCs you see, what they're doing, the visuals, all the physics and stuff like that.
The visuals look great, Jamie. Do not. I hope no one twists my words. I think the visuals look fantastic. But I don't think it's a next gen, what quote unquote next gen leap. What we talking about, J-Man? We've seen real next generation leaps. We've seen real next generation leaps. Have you seen? Real quick, J-Man. I think it's gonna look. I mean, real quick, Tony. Red Dead Redemption 2. Have you seen that game on PC, J-Man? Have you seen that game? How it looks running on a max PC? That game is fucking mind numbing. It's beautiful. If I'm looking at that game and comparing it to this, the jump is not that much radical. It's not that crazy. It's not that much crazier.
You got to compare Red Dead on the consoles to what you saw GTA, because that is a console game that they're showing you. That's not the PC version.
Man, there's like 2 goons walking around in Red Dead 2, bro. Like,
nah, that's not fair. Don't do that. Red Dead is extremely extremely detailed. Environmental is extremely detailed. What they're doing with volumetric fog. That shit looks incredible.
Cars driving around and
I see what you're saying in the city life, but that's what I'm trying to say. GTA 6, that trailer looked beautiful. It looked great, but I still don't think it's that.
You're right.
I'm just saying that jump is not as crazy of what we've seen before, though. That's all I'm saying. That jump is not that. I don't think we're getting that jump. That jump that I'm talking about, I don't think we're gonna see that again. I don't think we're gonna. That's all I'm saying. I don't think we've seen that jump. Not a 2x jump. Going from like a 64 to a GameCube or to an Xbox or PS, that jump was massive, Jamie. It was a massive fucking jump. And going from that to what the PS3 and the 360 is massive. That's not a 2x type of jump. I feel like this is like a little 2x type of jump. Like it looks better. It 100% looks better. It looks great, but it's not that. You know what?
It's not gonna be that.
What looks crazy? When we saw that Captain America Black Panther shit. If the actual in-game fidelity, if the actual in-game looks like that, not cutscenes,
that look crazy.
Then that's crazy. That's what I personally think. It's okay. Maybe this some shit that looks, I can't even tell you. That looks like a real person type shit. But I have a feeling that they bluffing. That's just my personal opinion. I think in-game is not gonna look like that.
It's not gonna look like that.
I don't think in-game is gonna look like that at all. Yeah. So unless gaming is gonna turn into that, I don't know. I don't think we get that jump.
People bring up the Matrix demo, and the only like for the Matrix demo, it definitely looked great, but it's not a full game. That is a vertical slice that they maxed out. That's not a full game.
Bro, that motion blur in that game put me in the hospital almost too. That shit was crazy.
And it ran like ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like, once again, I don't want no one to walk away and say I think Ghost looks bad. I don't think Ghost looks bad. I don't think GTA looks bad. But the next generation jump I'm talking about, it's not that. And I think we should understand that and establish that. It's not that. We've seen these real jumps before. Going from GTA 5 to that or Red Dead. That's the most recent game that they dropped. Red Dead to GTA 6. It's not that much of a massive increase in visual fidelity, in my personal opinion. I don't think so.
It's not. So all right. So
at least from the trailer, at least from the one trailer that we've seen.
GTA 5 to Red Dead 2 is a bigger leap than Red Dead 2 to GTA 6.
That's what I think. That's what I think. I personally think that.
Even the leaks look pretty
good.
from the game.
Yeah.
Thought the game looked good. I'm not saying the game don't look good, but I'm just saying the jump is not like that massive. I don't think the jump is like so massive that it's melting my face off. I'm sure when we get the final product and we're walking into cities and all the effects and all the new technologies in there, we're gonna be like, yo, the game's amazing. The game looks great, right? It looks fantastic.
That's why I think it's only reserved for those tier 1 studios, because like Viceroy says in the chat, Hellblade 2, while it looks amazing, at the same time, the gameplay is fucking limited as hell.
Yeah, because they only push the visuals
in
that game.
Exactly. So for a studio to be able to push the visuals and the gameplay at the same time, you need a top tier like a Rockstar, maybe a Naughty Dog. I don't know who else you want to put in that conversation, but
whoa! If you're talking about pushing the gameplay, I don't know if I'm putting Rockstar up there either.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. You can have a beef with the controls, but let's not make a comparison of the two. GTA and a game like Hellblade 2 is not even comparable. That game, you walk in a straight line half the time with the most basic puzzles, right? And it's just trying to tell you a narrative, right? Hellblade 2 looked fantastic, right? But once again, it wasn't really much of a video game too much. It was like an interactive experience. You know what I mean? Everything was like kind of like guided, even from the sword combat. You have these one-on-one sword combats with these extremely scripted moments, like a mocap. Like a mocap scripted from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
That don't sound far from Red Dead 2, brother.
No, stop. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Now you just capping.
So are y'all okay with if this is the case going forward, where you only going to see like, you know, that leap from the bigger,
I said it here. I said
studios?
it on the podcast before. I think it's going to take a couple of console generations before when we look back to this generation to notice a difference. I think we're in the era of incremental increases versus like, real generational increases. That's what I think we're in. And I think looking at Ghost kind of confirmed that with me. Like, I guess in my mind, I thought it would look a little bit better, but it didn't look bad. It looked great, but I just thought it would look a little bit better, being that it's only being developed for the PS5 type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The game obviously artistically looks beautiful. The vistas look nice and stuff like that. And I'm okay with it. The game's probably going to look great on the PS5 Pro. Hopefully has a performance mode that runs 60 frames per second. I'm pretty sure it will. And it's going to be a fun game. But visually, it's definitely didn't give me that like, this is a next generation type of shit. Like low key, if they said this was like a standalone spin-off expansion, I would have believed it.
Oh, here we go.
I would have believed it.
Here we go. This is DLC.
I'm not calling it DLC because clearly it's not DLC, but I'm just saying from a visual perspective, it's not far off from the original Ghost Director's Cut. It's not far off. That's all I'm gonna say. But I guess we could dive deeper into what the trailer actually contained. We spoke about it a little bit. We did see like a wolf. Could there be companions? Because that's where I feel like Ghost could have used more improvement anyways in the gameplay department. Not so like, obviously I would always appreciate better visuals, but obviously gameplay is king. And I've seen the character hold two swords. I don't know if you've seen that scene.
Oh yeah,
it's only two swords. So maybe get twin katanas in it.
She had
hopefully
this,
there's
I
different
think
type
they
of
call
weapons.
it a flintlock, I think is what it's called, where she was like swinging that chain shit. And
Okay.
like you could like swinging at an enemy. I can't wait to whack a nigga. Not a flintlock. I think that was, what the fuck is that weapon called? But she was
on the
she was swinging a
Kill Bill
chain.
one?
What is it called?
The one they got in the Kill Bill
Let me
movie.
see.
Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. But if there's multiple weapons in the game, I'm going to say that's a W right off the bat, because that's a complaint that I kind of had with the original Ghost of Tsushima, that I think it needed multiple weapons. So I think that's a step in the right direction. We also seen that the game takes place over 300 years since the Ghost of Tsushima storyline, 300 years. So we're seeing arms like actual rifle guns and stuff like that. So that's pretty dope, I like the rifle guns in Rise of the Ronin. So I'm glad that it's being featured in here as well. So I'm looking forward to the game.
How we feeling about it not being Jin Sakai, man? How we feeling about the sequel not having my boy Jin Sakai as the main character?
I have no personal attachment to Jin at all. Did you guys play?
Oh,
did you guys play Ghost of Tsushima? He's a cool character, bro. He's pretty much like he don't even really be talking like that too much in that game. Like, and he's very monotone. And I know that's like the style of it, so I'm not mad at it. But like, I don't have this affinity for the character. It's like I'm not like in love with Jin. I think I got more of a personal connection playing with like Joel in The Last of Us than Jin Sakai. You know what I mean?
I like Jin Sakai a lot.
You like him a lot, so you're a little bit sad that you're not playing as him in this game.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely
I really don't mind.
I think his story was told well, and I think like because. I guess spoiler alert. Spoiler alert if you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, but there's multiple endings, and if you chose one ending, then I feel like he, I was listening to a podcast. Nate Fox, who is one of the game developers, he said that he feels like the canon ending was to leave Uncle alive, and that was something that I did. That was the choice that I made, and I felt like I feel like even though like Uncle talks about coming back for him and shit like that, I feel like what he accomplished in that moment was the end of his story as storyline, right? As him becoming the ghost, him breaking off of the ways of what his uncle was preaching for him, and also leaving him alive because he felt like the uncle felt like of the old ways you have to take me out. But Jin is not living of that lifestyle no more. So he's like, I'm gonna leave you alive, but I'm gonna also do my own thing. I'm the ghost now, and I'm gonna go forward like this. And then you might hear about him in this game. So I'm okay with his story ending like that and moving on to a next character. I'm even it don't matter what game it is. I'm okay with moving on from characters. It's just
I'm not mad at this.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this at all. Obviously there's online discourse of people upset. And honestly, I don't even think it's because of Jin Sakai at all. I think if it was another male samurai, Japanese male samurai that wasn't Jin Sakai, I think people would have been cool with it. I don't think there would be no noise about it if it was telling a different. The only reason why you're seeing some sort of discourse surrounding it is just because it's a female. It's a woman. Right? Yeah. And once again, those guys are incels and weirdos straight up. Like these guys are just weird. These grifters that have entered the space is just honestly just been super annoying and about this whole thing. So I think it looks great. I can't wait to see more footage. The game's coming out in 2025, which is perfect. J-Main, absolutely perfect. J-Man, this is what I call an ideal release. This is why I be preaching on this, and y'all know I've been preaching. This is why I be preaching. This is ideal. The game is coming within like 18 months. Love to see it. We're not seeing a trailer, and we're not waiting 2, 3, 4 years for the game to come out. Love to see it.
Or a game that you just said don't look like something that you wouldn't be surprised if it was an expansion. Why couldn't they show us this a year ago, brother? In fact, it would have been more. That visual difference would have been more accepted if it was closer to the PS4 generation than it is further away from the PS4 generation.
I'm saying I'm taking J-Man. I'm saying I'm taking it back. It doesn't say I once again I premises. I still like the way it looks. I still think it looks beautiful. I'm just taking it a little bit back. Y'all see, once again, y'all gonna act like I'm shitting on it. I'm just taking it back a little bit. That I thought would look a little bit better, maybe improvements, but it looks a lot more like the original. I'm not mad at it, but it's a different setting, right? It's clearly a different setting. Takes place in a different location,
different region and shit like
different
that.
Region. So that's why it could be taking long. But the game's coming out next year, bro. Maybe that for the simple fact it's coming out next year. So love to see it.
I like that.
I
want to see, of course, like what the gameplay reveal is looking like. Like, if the visuals ain't something that's going to blow us away, I wonder if they're doing anything with the gameplay, being that it's on PS5, that's going to impress.
Might be more expansive, It could we've seen the horses running the field, so they still could do things within the world, right? To be, that could showcase the power of the PlayStation 5 per se. You know what I mean? Whether it be more NPCs and whatever, they still could do stuff. But I did read somewhere how they're trying to make it the open world activities not as repetitive, which I'm very happy to read that. Did you see that where they wrote that?
I didn't see that. No.
I'm gonna send you where they pretty much said.
Was it like an article?
Yeah. They were talking about it, and they were saying that they're working on making the open world activities not as repetitive. And one of my complaints about Ghost, which people think I don't like the game for whatever reason, just because I have these few complaints.
Oh yeah, I forgot this guy hates Ghost.
I don't hate Ghost. Oh my god, I do not hate Ghost. I have a few complaints. It's just
Rise
that
of the Ronin better than Ghost, right?
I think the combat better. Debate me all you want. I think the combat better 100%. 100%. One of my complaints about Ghost is, after, chasing the fox for 42 times and seeing Jin's cheeks for 52 times in the hot spring, I feel like those get a little repetitive, man. It gets a little repetitive. Yeah. So hopefully, with the sequel,
hopefully we seeing
better
Atsu's cheeks. Yeah, I hear you, brother.
Hopefully,
hey, mention that, brother.
Better open world activities that are a little bit less repetitive than the first game. That's all I want. I want improved AI, of course. Like, I know this game is gonna have stealth and shit like that mechanics. Like, make the AI smarter. Like, if you're taking out certain ways and pathways or enemies, like, let the AI like, oh shit, they taking that out. Let me be on more high alert, or let me like. I really love like Batman Arkham Knight as one of the best like AI responses to stealth, and how they started taking away different avenues for you to approach the enemies because you were taking out their their friendlies a certain way. So I want to see more stuff like that, and not just bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like do more cool stuff with within the tech and stuff like that. I know like with Spider-Man and Ratchet, they had like the portals. Like, are they going to do something like that with the SSD, more being able to stream more assets at a faster pace? You know what I'm saying? I think they was kind of trying to show that with the horses, like 100 fucking horses on screen and shit like that at the same time in the big field running around. So yeah, I can't wait to see what they do with the gameplay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to play it. I'm not gonna lie. That PS5 Pro is gonna get some work between Death Stranding 2, which is supposed to be coming out next year, right? Yep. On the beach. Ghost and GTA, my pros are gonna be worth it, bro. My pros are gonna be worth it. I'm gonna get a lot of play out of those games, so I can't wait for that. So that was pretty much the state of play. Once again, I'm happy they came with at least one of them. I think this is the time that PlayStation needs to start showing a little bit more of their hand, I guess. But the game should be ready. The game should be starting to get ready. We're already approaching the second half of the PlayStation 5's life cycle, and usually, if history is gonna repeat itself, that's usually when PlayStation, shows they nuts. They put their nuts on the table and show all the good games come out the second half of the PlayStation life. I don't know if you guys remember the PS4, Final Fantasy came out. The second half.
Oh, the second half? Yeah.
The second half.
Ghost,
Spider-Man is second half. God of War is a second half game. You know what I mean? And these are the critically acclaimed games that people love. They all came literally the last 4 years of the PS4's life. So I feel like we need to give the PS5 that same kind of opportunity to, let's see how they finish the generation. Because clearly people remembered how great the PS4 finished. And that's why they have this affinity for it. So I think the next 4 years, we're going to see the really big titles that we've been waiting on to close off the generation. And guess what? It's going to be a cycle again. The PS6 is going to come out. We're going to get director's cut of Ghost. We're going to get director's cut of Santa Monica's game. We're going to get remastered version of Horizon 3. And people are going to complain, right? Yes. That the last 4 years of the PS6 is going to be banger, banger, banger. And it's just going to repeat itself until there's no console.
They need to eventually learn from that and get more studios that they can put in place to have more games to fill in those gaps. It just is what it is. They had it before. I don't know. They fuck around and close all them studios, but clearly they needed them. So we'll see. Was that was the end of the state of play pretty much. They talked about the PS5 Pro a little bit.
Yeah, and then now some new controllers and faceplates.
Oh, new colors and shit like that.
Yeah. The white joint. Green. No, the white joint. The white joint looked fire.
No, that green was fire. You bugging. That teal green? Fire. Yeah, bugging. What?
The all white
was my least favorite.
The all white DualSense looked hot. The all white DualSense looked hot, bro.
You know these gamers be digging in their ass while they gaming. That shit gonna be brown by the end of a gaming session. Ain't nobody trying to buy that white.
BG controller look crazy. I remember. I don't know if y'all remember. BG controller.
Wait, Spark and Zero come out in 10 days?
Yes.
Holy, I'm not ready.
The ultimate edition though. That one's 3 days early access.
I don't know.
I'm buying that though. I'm buying that, yo.
$100? I can't.
Mine costs $140 for the ultimate edition. I'm buying that. I'm in there. I'm in there, bro. Yeah.
Just to get clapped up in the Discord, I'm good. Like,
who, me?
No, I'm talking about myself, nigga.
Oh.
I don't be playing these fighting games. I know I'm gonna get washed.
Yeah, I'm locked in when that game drops, bro.
I'm just there for vibes. Like.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be fire, man. I can't wait for that shit. They did the final trailer for that game, by the way, and the game is launching with 182 characters. Lord have mercy. You can have custom battles. Fans can make custom cutscenes and upload them.
Did they talk about
this shit's gonna be super dope, bro?
Private lobbies or tournaments and shit like that?
I think it's gonna have a tournament. I think it's gonna have a tournament mode in the game. And as for how the lobbies, like the custom lobbies or the private lobbies look like, I'm not 100% sure yet. But hopefully it's decent. It's like at least fighters. If it's like fighters, then I'm cool. I'm definitely cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So that was pretty much the state of play, guys. Once again, I thought the state of play was okay. If I were to give it a score, I would give it like a 5.5 out of 10, maybe a 6, because there was actually a couple of games in there that I actually do want to play. Well, obviously the highlights being the new Ghost, as well as Hell Is Us, as I'm really, really interested in those two games. But yeah, I would probably give it a 5.5 out of 10.
Before we move on, I want to go back to Papa John's real quick question about why do we not expect stuff from State of Play, but Xbox Showcase we should. Sony does a showcase every 1 to 3 years. Is that okay? Is that okay? A lot of goalposts moving in the community. How do you feel about that?
So can you say his question again?
I'll break it down. All right. So he feels that why do we not expect stuff from State of Play, but Xbox Showcase we should?
We expect it. Papa John's, don't get we expect stuff, but the problem is that I think we've been burnt so much time. I think as a community, we've been burnt so much time from State of Play. I think we just go into mentally, let's prepare for the worst. So what if there's something that's fire, we happy about it. I think prior to having all these bad State of Plays, we've been actually going into them like hoping to see like something fire, because clearly the morale with the hardcore community is we want to see more first party stuff. I think that's pretty much the consensus, right? And I think that going into every conference that they do, we want to see more first party stuff from PlayStation. But I think people just go into these with low expectations because it's just they've been burnt. We just keep on getting burnt. And I feel like people have been calling it out. Like more times when the State of Play comes out, people don't even be like, yo, it was so amazing. Like more times the sentiment is like, it was okay. That was a 1-2 good announcement. It was okay. I would say personally, I can't even lie. I think this one was one of the better ones we've got in a long time in comparison to some of the other ones that we got. I thought this one wasn't that bad, especially with the Ghost announcement at the end. But I think we're just waiting for that showcase, right? But the funny thing is, we say this, showcase that. You go back and watch the last showcase. Go back and watch the last showcase. People weren't happy with that either. People were not happy with that either. They all had Concord. They showed Marathon. They had a trailer of Fair Games. We hardly seen any major single player games. We might have seen the trailer for Spider-Man 2. I think a gameplay reveal for Spider-Man 2, and that was it. And that was it. You know what I mean? So people weren't even happy with that too. And that was a showcase.
I think why people are clamoring for showcases because the expectation is high. Even though they had that bad showcase in 2023, I think people still like, all right, when it's a showcase, they supposed to be coming with the goods, coming with the single player first party bangers and shit like that. That last one was terrible, but when you think it's like you said, when you think it's State of Play, it's like these don't really be like the ones where they showcase the first party games or the shit like that. I think Ghost of Tsushima being here was definitely a big surprise because I wasn't like, we really don't expect that to be there. But I think for me personally, I was expecting a first party game to be just because of the state that PlayStation is now.
Yeah, they got to announce one.
They seem like they being close to the chest with their announcement to release dates. But it's like, all right, 2025 is looking quiet. So like, what is it? What are we talking about? Like, what's coming next? So To answer his question, I guess is like I do expect more from PlayStation. And I actually gave Xbox Showcase a way higher grade than I did these state of plays that came up this year. So
yeah. I did the same too. I thought Xbox had a good showcase. And the funny thing is, Xbox be having good showcases, just the games don't be coming out. They show the games, but where are the games at the same time? This year, what did we get? Like, out of the major games from Xbox, it's Hellblade 2, right? A lot of y'all Xbox community guys, y'all not like me. Y'all don't play the Ages of Mythology. Y'all don't play the Ages of Empires and those type of games that they be dropping.
Oh, yeah, they ain't touching that.
Y'all
don't play it.
We run you off the game.
You didn't run me off the game. You don't run nobody off the game.
Wake that up. Wake that up.
We're going to ignore that bullshit because no one ran off the game. Nobody's been in the Discord for days, yo. Niggas been doing their own thing. Number one. Number two. Y'all don't be playing them type of games anyways, yo. I actually put hours in them little games. Y'all want the big blockbuster games like the Hellblade.
Tony, you see how he moved on from that quick, right?
Nah, because I'm not gonna entertain. I'm not entertaining no dumb shit.
Fast.
Yeah, we shutting that down. Because nobody's legit been in the Discord playing nothing lately.
Jamie, ask Visions. That's what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead and ask Visions.
I'm a little more active in the Discord these days. I'm gonna start snooping around, asking questions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come back with a report. I'm gonna come back with a report for y'all on the next pod.
And the report is nobody's been in there lately. We all been busy.
You know what the report gonna say?
What's
the last time this nigga played, this nigga asked to play off the record, bro. Don't put it in the evidence.
Yo, let me drag this guy out. Get out of here, bro. Let me drag this guy out, bro. You know what? It is true.
That's
I won't lie. That is true. I did say, yo, we play one-on-one right now. It's off the record. You know why? Because these guys been no life in the fucking game, and I've been busy.
That's not true, bro.
Facts. No, shut up. That's fact.
More playtime than this.
That's
nigga,
cap.
Bro.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. It's cap.
No.
It's cap.
This nigga said I had 40 hours.
Want to check right now? Let's check right now. Want to check right now? Let's check right now.
Check right now. Check live.
Check. Pull it up right now. Pull up. What's your thing right now? What is it?
Then
go look right now.
Then when we caught Kofi, no. Visions has
way more time. He has more playtime than all of us.
Me and Kofi was basically
the
same.
It's not.
All of a sudden,
it's not.
Yo, bro, I be leaving the game on, bro. You know, go check out my kid,
No. Hold on. We're gonna check Tony's hours right now because you pissed me off, bro. You done pissed me off. Hold on. Where's Tony's? Let me find him right now because this.
Bro, basically every time I play the game, I was playing with Kofi. Bro.
That's cap. It's cap. Let me see if I can find it. Is this your account? Which one is it? View. Nah, this is your old one. I think it's just. Let me find your new one.
Oh my god.
He's a cheeser guy, yeah. He's a cheeser guy, bro. You pissed me off. Yeah, I can't find your name. Where is it? There it is.
What are you checking his hours on?
Age of Mythology.
Oh.
Bro, how many Xbox Live accounts do you have, bro? You've been trying to fleece that Game Pass, bro. How many hours
Game Pass,
baby. Bro, I can't even find your account, bro. You have like 3 different accounts.
Bro, I think I changed it. It should be It's New York or not. I changed
oh
the name.
My god, bro.
I changed the name. I changed the name, bro. I had the name changed still.
It's new. Okay, there we go. I literally just clicked on 3 accounts of you, bro. Like, why do you have 3 accounts? Let me see how many hours this guy got in the game. This guy got 16 hours. Okay. Let's check my hours real quick. Let's
this
check
shit
my
about to
hours
say
real
more.
quick.
This shit about to say more, bro.
Here we go. Here we go. Hold on, I'm logging in too. Let me see.
Let me check my real quick.
Can't cap. I'm logging in.
13. So you see, he's played some extra games. That's just facts. He plays some extra games. He plays extra
3
games.
hours
like
sound
one
like
game.
one game. 3 hours sound like one game.
That's like one game, bro.
He's played more than one game without me, bro. He's capping, bro. Fucking bitch, bro. Get off the podcast, bro. We got a super chat donation from Jay Barry. Shout out to Jay Barry. He sends a $20 super chat.
My guy.
He says, good to see y'all live. I blame J-Main why I couldn't get my PS5 Pro 30th bundle. Shake my head. Who is that console for? Clearly for the scalpers, man. Not the fans.
It's for Destin Legary, my guy. Destin Legary. He snagged one of those pros up after saying that you should just build a PC instead. Shout out to that guy for not standing on principle.
Nah. Then the guy told him how much it was gonna be, and his face dropped, bro. He started zooming in on his face.
See, that's what you see why I didn't pop off online and talk too much shit, because I knew my ass was gonna buy it. So I didn't even talk too much shit. I'm like, yo, this shit's expensive, but I want it, bro. I knew my ass was gonna buy it, so I didn't even pop off on the internet, yo.
Was
Real
there any
talk.
price tag they could announce for the Pro that you wouldn't have bought it?
What you say?
Was there any price that they could have announced for the Pro where you were like, nah, I'm good? Like if it was, all right, so if it's 700,
yeah,
if it was 800, like would you have been like, nah, I'm good?
Okay, look, it costs me $1,000 over here Canadian.
Okay, so
It's
$11.
$1,000. So if it was
12.
Okay, no, but with the same specs, not just as is, the way it is.
Yeah, just like it is, but more.
I wouldn't pay more than $1,300 for it. I wouldn't pay more than $1,300 for it. No.
Hold on, I got the iOS 18 calculator. What does that convert to?
Yeah, I wouldn't pay more than $1,300.
That conversion feature tough, right? That conversion
That shit fire.
tough.
Yeah, I need to update my phone. I'm gonna do that today still.
You said 12 or 13?
1,300. I wouldn't pay more than $1,300 for it.
Yo, Jamie, you got the grandma icon.
Especially if it's not a special edition, J-Man. It's not no limited, just a regular joint. No, I wouldn't pay more than $1,300 for it.
That's like 9 something over here. And I don't think I could have done that. I don't know if I could do that.
I don't know how to pay $1,300 for it. No. That might
I don't think I would have been. I don't think I would have been. 700 might have been my max. I ain't gonna lie. That might have been my max.
the price it is right now. Right? It's
I
expensive, bro.
I thought it was gonna be 600, and that shit 700. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn. Oh, fuck.
Well, you should. I'm telling you, you should have saw that coming.
I
bro.
always thought it was gonna be 700, but I thought it was gonna be 700 with a disk drive.
Yeah, at least that. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Oh
telling you,
man.
if there was competition in the market, it wouldn't be that price. There's no way. I feel like if Xbox had a mid-gen refresh, I don't think PlayStation would have priced it that high. They probably would have done the 600, the $599 price point. They probably would have done that instead. But yeah,
Jack might be right. PS6 might be 1,000, man. If Xbox ain't no competition.
You know what? There's some other topics that I would cover, but I think we should save it for next pod. This one's been going on.
Yeah, nigga, I'm trying to
for
get
a
the fuck
bit.
up out of
Yeah,
here. I ain't gonna
let's
lie.
save it. Yeah, let's
I'm
save it for the
hungry as
next
shit.
pod. Yeah, this is probably our longest pod that we've ever done. Yo, it's about to hit 3 hours, but we missed a week, so there you go. You guys got an extra long
We
podcast.
a bi-weekly podcast. We're just gonna tell them what it keep it a
missed
thou
a
wow.
Some of the topics that we'll talk about next podcast, or maybe we'll drop something on the Patreon if Jamie ain't got time, and we'll talk about some of the other stuff. Like
Shit, yeah, we could do that.
We could do we could maybe record something and drop it on the
I
Patreon.
could do something like Sunday or
Sunday if you want to record it like
Saturday,
an hour.
midday.
We could talk about some of the stuff we missed today, like the Concord stuff and the Bungie stuff with Marathon and this price. We could do that on the Patreon. All right,
Battlefield, the next Battlefield shit.
Yeah, we'll do that on Patreon. We'll record that on Patreon. But with that being said, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast, the conversations. With that, we're gonna take our leave. Tony, thank you for pulling up to the podcast and being super annoying as always.
Oh, real quick, shout out to Max in the chat. Did any of y'all download that Metaphor Refantazio demo?
No, but I will. I heard the demo is like 4 hours long, so I definitely gonna check it out.
I heard someone liked it.
I heard it's good.
I downloaded it. I haven't played it yet though, but I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I heard it's good. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. All right, man. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, make sure y'all hit the like button on your way out, and we'll see you guys next week. All right, y'all take it easy.